inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Doris. You know, I don't get to see enough of you.
Oh, I know. It's been ages. Well...
Oh, pardon me, but I forgot to turn on the set, and I don't want to miss him.
Miss who?
Mr. Mooney.
Mr. Mooney?
Yeah.
How come he's appearing on television?
Well, it's a public service program, and Mr. Mooney is being interviewed.
Yippee. We're in for a real swinging evening. Oh, Lucy, do we have to watch him?
I do. There is an old Chinese proverb that says, when boss appears on television, secretary better watch, or next day, boss get new secretary.
Yeah, but we're missing the slimy monster from outer space. It's a wonderful horror picture.
Well, believe me, Mr. Mooney will be just as horrible.
Oh, there he is. Say, Mr. Mooney looks pretty good on television.
That's a slimy monster. I got the wrong channel. There it is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present our guest, Mr. Theodore J. Mooney. Good evening, Mr. Mooney.
Good evening. My topic for tonight's discussion is the value of education in the business world. I feel that education is all important in the business world. It made me what I am today.
Oh, come now. Don't blame that on education.
If I do say so myself, I have a well-rounded background.
That comes from sitting on his chair all day.
My advice to the youth of today is don't be a dropout. Education makes a better person of you. And speaking for myself, it gave me a greater understanding of human nature, which in turn made me thoughtful, compassionate, considerate, kind.
Oh! Good heavens, even the set couldn't take that balloon. Oh! Here, I wonder if I can fix it. Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael. Did you watch me last night on television?
Well, yes and no.
What do you mean, yes and no?
Well, sir, right in the middle of your speech, my picture tube blew out.
What a shame.
Yes.
Oh, you missed a very enlightening speech and a magnificent performance.
Oh.
It was one of the highlights of the TV season.
Well, I can hardly wait for the summer rerun.
It also made a great impression on Mr. Cheever, too.
Oh?
Oh, yes, it inspired him, in fact, to pass a new rule for the bank.
A new rule?
Oh, that reminds me, I have to dictate a memo on that. Please bring your book.
Yes, sir.
Let me see, I have it here.
I'm ready, sir.
Good. To all department heads, as per Mr. Cheever's instructions, it will immediately become the policy of this bank not to employ anyone who does not have a high school diploma.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, yes, there is. When you something is All right, Mrs. Carmichael. Out with it. What is it?
Well, sir, would you believe that I never finished high school?
I'd believe you never finished nursery school. Are you trying to tell me that you didn't go to high school?
Oh, I went. I just didn't finish.
And you don't have a diploma?
No, sir.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, you're not going to fire me, are you?
Why, certainly not.
Oh, good.
Mr. Cheever will fire you.
Now, that's not fair. I was very close to getting my diploma. It was my senior year, and it was the final week, just time of examinations, and I got the measles. And then the next year, I just figured it was too late to go back to school.
When it comes to education, it is never too late.
Well...
If you had any ambition, you'd go back now.
Now? Oh, I'd feel ridiculous going back to high school now.
You'd feel even more ridiculous being unemployed now.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney.
You heard me.
I can't go back to school at my age.
Oh, yes, you better. No diploma, no job.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
No.
Pardon me, sir. The admissions office said to give this to the teacher.
That's Mr. Willick over there.
Oh. Oh, Mr. Willick?
Yes.
The admissions office said to give that to you.
Oh, thank you. You're going to be a student here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, just take a seat. Lucille.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, Lucille. I should have told you that seat is broken.
Yes, sir. I found it out for myself.
Well, just find yourself another seat.
Yes, sir.
All right, class. You'll all open your books now to the chapter on equations.
It's all finished, sir.
Oh, thank you, John.
I'm sorry, but this is my seat.
Oh, forgive me. I had no idea. I just took the first one that I... Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me do it for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all right. My name is Johnny Harris.
Oh, hello. I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to...
I beg your pardon, but may I inquire as to exactly what is transpiring back there?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I dropped my books, and Johnny picked them up for me, and I'll find another seat.
Yes, I wish you would.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, class, let's direct our attention to the problem up here on the board. If x is very difficult, please, so try to concentrate. Now, if x equals 3 plus the square root of 7, this must be a root of the equation x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Therefore, what are the values of b and c? Now, does anybody know the answer? Lucille? Well, what's the answer?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, why did you raise your hand?
Oh, it wasn't for that. Or has this changed since I was...
All right, class, please. No, Lucille, that has not changed. You may be excused. Now...
How's it going?
Oh, the same old drag. But we did have some laughs in math class today.
I never found anything to laugh at in math.
Well, today we did. Some kooky red-headed dame came into class, and you won't believe this, but she was middle-aged.
Oh, you're putting me on. No middle-aged dame is going to go to high school.
Believe me, this one was middle-aged. Why, I bet she was almost 30.
Pardon me. Pardon me, is that seat taken?
No.
Thank you.
Class, we have a new student with us today. Will Lucille Carmichael please stand up? You're the new student?
Yes, ma'am. I've come back to school to get my diploma.
That's very commendable.
Thank you.
Class, we're going to study anatomy today. Oh, Lucille, did you ever take biology?
Biology? Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember skeletal construction?
You mean knowing how he's put together?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I think I remember that.
Well, good. Why don't you come up and show us what you remember about the assembly of human bones?
It's been quite a few years since I put any of them together, but I think I can remember. I always used to use little memory hints, you know, like 30 days has September, April, June, and November, and all the rest of 31. You know that one. That always helped me. And then another one I remember was Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Those things always helped me a lot.
Just show us what you remember about bones.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Is it all right if I start down here?
Any place you like.
Well, that's a toe bone. And the toe bone's connected to the foot bone. And the foot bone's connected to the heel bone. And the heel bone's connected to the ankle bone. And the ankle bone's connected to the shin bone. The shin bone's connected to the knee bone. And the knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone. The hip bone's connected to the back bone. The back bone's connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to the chin bone. The chin bone's connected to the nose bone. The nose bone's connected to the head bone. That's the way it goes. Them bones, them bones. That's the way it goes. Hi, Patty.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
Hi, Amy.
Oh, hi. Well, do you still like school?
Oh, I've had 2 wonderful weeks.
Boy, you sure lug around a lot of books. What subjects are you taking?
Oh, biology, Spanish, history, English, and math.
Oh, those subjects are a drag. Why don't you take some easier ones like most of the kids do?
What are they taking?
Oh, driver's training, ceramics, basket weaving, and volleyball.
Well, it sounds like fun, but I have to take what I need to get my diploma.
What happens if you don't get your diploma? Your mama gonna spank you?
Don't get fresh, Steve.
That's all right, Patty. Steve, I guess you're just too young to realize the importance of education.
Ah, education. Big deal.
I don't think that's any way for you to talk. You should be glad of the chance to go to school.
You know, she sounds just like my mother.
No. I think she's a spy for the PTA.
Look, I'm just trying to give you kids some good advice, that's all. I think you should study hard and get as much education as you can.
What are you, some kind of nut or something?
Steve, all I'm
Boy,
saying...
I'm staying away from you. You may be contagious.
All right, settle down. Let's come to order. I marked your homework papers last night, and most of you did very well. Especially you, Lucille.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And, Stephen,
Yeah?
do you know so much about American history that you think it's unnecessary to do your homework?
Oh, I was doing something else that night. I couldn't do my homework.
Like what?
I had to wax my surfboard.
Well, good for you. I'm glad to know you weren't wasting your time foolish. Now then, can anyone tell me if there were ever any occasions when foreign troops fought on American soil? Yes, Lucille?
Yes, sir. During the Revolution and the War of 1812, British soldiers fought here.
Correct.
Oh, and also the Hessians.
That's right. And who were the Hessians? Lucille?
They were German mercenary soldiers hired by the British to fight against the colonists in the Revolution.
Right again. Lucille, I must compliment you. You certainly know a lot about early American history.
She should. She lived through most of it.
There's no need for sarcasm, Stephen. Perhaps if you followed Lucille's example and studied, you'd be much better off.
Hey, Johnny. Huh? Come here. Look.
What's that?
Itching powder.
Itching powder? What are you going to do with it?
Well, there's a certain redhead who's just itching to learn. Well, today she's going to learn something new.
Oh, gee, I don't think you ought to do it.
Why not? It's good for a few laughs.
Well...
Look, you just take a pinch of this stuff, you stick it down her back, and she goes crazy. It'll be funny. Here she comes. Hi, Lucy.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Look, I want to apologize for the way I've been chopping at you lately.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, I haven't been very nice, and, well, I'd like to make a fresh start.
Well, fine, Steve. We'll start from scratch.
Yeah, we'll start from scratch.
Okay, Steve.
All right, come to order, please. Now we'll continue with yesterday's discussion of Hamlet. Does anyone know the opening lines of Hamlet's soliloquy? Yes, Lucy.
I memorized the entire soliloquy.
All right, now quiet down. That's wonderful, Lucy. Now, will you recite it for us, please?
Yes, ma'am. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of trouble, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by asleep to say we scratch. I mean, we end the heartaches and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. The rub. As Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage, and I'm going to make my exit now.
Hi, Patty. Hey, what's bugging you?
I don't like what you did to Lucy in class this morning. I think you're despicable.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No, Patty's right. That was a mean thing to do.
But I was...
You've picked on her ever since she's been here.
Oh, but she
All
was...
she's trying to do is get an education, and that's pretty hard for somebody her age.
And she's okay, too. She found out it was you who put the itching powder down her back, but she didn't think on you.
Okay, enough already.
As far as I'm concerned, you are a creep.
Yeah, come on, kids. Let's get away from him. He may be contagious.
But now, wait a minute, gang. Johnny!
Hi, Steve.
Oh, hi, Lucy. Aren't you mad at me?
Well, it wasn't a very nice thing to do to me, but I realized it was just a teenage prank. You know, Steve, you may find it hard to believe, but I was once a teenager myself.
Hey, you are really okay.
Thank you.
And you're pretty smart, too.
Me, smart? Oh, are you kidding? My boss, Mr. Mooney, says that I majored in stupidity.
Well, I think you're smart.
Thank you.
You know all the answers, and I sure don't.
Well, you could know the answers, too, if you just study. And you know something, Steve? You better start studying. The final exams are only 2 weeks away.
I goofed away the whole term. It's too late to start studying now.
Never too late to get an education. Now, look, I'll tell you what. I'll help you, if you like. I'll study with you. We'll study together.
Well, gee, that'd be great. And if I pass, I'll make it up to you. I'll take you to the senior prom.
Oh, Steve, thank you, but I couldn't go to the prom with you. I'm old enough to be your sister.
Gee, I'd like to do something to show my appreciation.
Well, there is something you could do for me.
What?
Scratch my back. All the way, all the way, all the way. All the way, all the way.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the climax of our graduation exercises. It is a custom of the school to accord the honor of valedictorian to the student who has received the highest grades in the final examinations. It is my pleasure to present to you the valedictorian of our graduating class, Stephen Josephs.
Thank you, Mr. Potter. I want to tell you how grateful I am for this honor. If I'm deserving of it, it's only because of the help I received from the faculty and from one of my fellow students. And since I couldn't have done it without her, I would like to award the title of honorary valedictorian to Lucille Carmichael.
Well, thank you, Steve. If I helped you, I'm very glad. I needed plenty of help, too. It's been very difficult for me to graduate. I must admit that several times I wanted to quit, but I didn't because I didn't want to become the oldest dropout in high school history. You know, going back to school has meant an awful lot to me. Not only did I learn the value of an education, but I also learned a lot about the younger generation. You know, people of my generation tend to scoff at the teenagers because of their silly fads, you know, like surfing, long-haired boys, straight-haired girls, the kooky clothes they wear. Well, now, of course, my generation was perfect. We had sensible fads like swallowing live goldfish and seeing how many kids could be crowded into one telephone booth. And we also sneer at the modern generation's questionable taste in music. They go for that horrible rock and roll and don't have the beautiful romantic ballads we had, like Hut Sut Rawson on a Rilla-Raw. Remember that? Maresy Dotes and Dozy Dotes. And 3 witted fishes in an itty-bitty pool. You know, recently I ran across a statement which said, I am very worried about the younger generation. The youth of today is ill-mannered, ill-bred, and shows little respect for their elders. I fear to trust them with the future. Now, this statement was made by Socrates more than 2,000 years ago. Well, I agree with Socrates. I, too, am worried about trusting the future to the younger generation. I'm worried they will do a far better job than we did.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, I didn't know you were here.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Congratulations.
Oh, I got my diploma.
Yes, you did. Don't let that diploma go to your head. You'll be at the bank on time tomorrow.
Oh, I got my job back.
Yes,
oh,
you did.
Thank you, Mr.
I think I've got it.
All right.
How's this for a bank slogan? If you want to feather your nest, save with us, we'll do the rest. What do you think of that?
I think it just misses.
No, like, well, we've got to get something short, something snappy, something attractive that people will listen to.
That's right.
Let's see now. I've got it. You can bank on us.
What's the rest of it?
Well, that's it. Short, concise, and to the point. You can bank on us. Oh, I like that. You put
put that down.
I've got it down.
Yeah.
Do you think Mr. Cheever will like it?
I don't care whether Mr. Cheever likes it or not. It's a good slogan. If Mr. Cheever doesn't like it, he's a fool. Believe me, a fool. Oh, hello, Mr. Fool. Hello, Mr. Cheever.
Tony, I hope that you've come up with a suitable slogan.
Oh, yes, sir, I have. Yes, sir. Mrs. Carmichael, read it back.
I hope it's a good one. 3 of the other vice presidents came up with the same corny slogan.
Oh, what was that, sir?
You can bank on us. Imagine coming up with a slogan like that. You can bank on us.
Yeah, well, it is rather unimaginative, sir. Yeah.
It's worse than that. It's positively idiotic. Mooney, what is your slogan?
Oh, well,
Read it to me, Mrs. Carmichael.
Well, let's see here.
Oh, she takes so long to read her shorthand.
Well, come on, Mooney. It's your slogan. Can't you remember it?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. I can... No, it's coming back to me now. We must be a good bank. Your baker puts his dough here.
Your baker puts his dough here?
Well, that isn't all of it, sir. The entire slogan goes, your baker puts his dough here, so he has it when he needs it. Don't you get it, sir? Baker, dough, needs.
You've got to be kidding.
May I say something, sir?
No.
Yes.
Certainly.
Well, sir, I don't think a slogan is enough to bring in new business. What our bank needs is an advertising gimmick. You know, for instance, if we could get the account of someone who is unique and different, someone who that no other bank could get, like maybe the Queen of England or the King of Thailand or Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse?
Yes, if we had Mickey Mouse, then we could have a great slogan. Bank with us. Put your money where your mouse is.
That is the worst thing I have ever heard.
I like that idea, Mrs. Carmichael, but who can we find that is unique and different?
How about the Maharaja of Cooch Bahar?
How about the Maharaja of Beverly Hills?
Who?
Jack Benny.
Jack Benny?
Yeah, everybody knows that Jack Benny doesn't trust banks and keeps all of his money in his own home. If we could get his business, we could get everybody else's business.
If we could get Jack Benny's business, we wouldn't need anybody.
That's a splendid idea, Mrs. Carmichael.
Thank you.
Yes, I must send someone over to see Mr. Benny immediately.
Yes, sir, and I think that someone should be one of our more elegant and capable men.
I think that someone should be a young, intelligent, attractive woman.
Well, where are we going to find one?
I think I could get Mr. Benny's account.
Oh, forget it, Mrs. Carmichael.
No, wait a minute, Mooney. How would you go about it?
Well, sir, I would be very subtle. I'd flatter him, you know, play up to him. And I wouldn't even mention the bank until the opportune moment.
You mean you would intend to trick Mr. Benny?
You would connive and lie to him?
Well, no.
Why not, if it'll get the account? Go ahead.
Oh, all right.
I'll be right back, Yasha.
Mr. Benny?
Lady, if you're selling Girl Scout cookies, I'm the one who makes them.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. I wanted to see you about something personal.
Oh, about something personal.
Yes.
Oh, well, come right in.
Thank you.
Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
Sit down. Now, what can I do for you, Miss...
Carmichael.
Oh, Carmichael.
Yes.
I used to have a polar bear by that name.
Oh, a polar bear. Was its first name Lucy?
No.
Well, you can call me Lucy.
I can? Mm-hmm. Well, you can call me Jackie. Now.
Yes.
Now, what can I do for you, Lucy?
Well, Mr. Benny, I'd like to know where I can find your violin teacher.
So would a lot of other people. Now, what do you want him for?
Well, I want my nephew to take violin lessons, and I want the finest teacher available.
Oh.
And I thought that any man who taught a virtuoso like you must be the best teacher in the world. Isn't that true?
Well, yes. Yes. Now, let me think. Unfortunately, my very first violin teacher isn't available.
Oh, he passed away?
No, he ran away. Domestic trouble.
Oh.
But my present teacher is Monsieur LeBlanc.
Monsieur LeBlanc. Do you know his address, Mr. Benny?
Yes, I think it's 900 Valley Road.
900.
And he's a great violin teacher. He's been with me 20 years. And he has wonderful qualifications.
Oh?
He's tone deaf and hungry.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Benny. You've been very helpful. Gee, Mr. Benny, all these mementos and awards and trophies. You certainly have had a wonderful life.
Yes, I have.
What's this?
Oh, that's a picture of me when I was in the Navy.
Oh, I didn't know you were in the Navy. Was it the Korean War?
Bless you.
Oh, dear, all these wonderful pictures. Oh, there's one of Rochester.
That's right.
Oh, look at... Oh, and 2 presidents. My. Oh, there's a great picture of Bob Hope.
Yes, he's one of my fans.
Oh, I'll bet. Who are all these people?
Oh, this is the cast of my old television show.
Oh, they were all so talented. Do you still see any of them?
Well, occasionally I run into Dennis Day, and once in a while I trip over Phil Harris. Oh, that reminds me. Can I offer you a drink? A soft drink.
Oh, a soft drink.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any root beer or cola?
Well, yes. Which would you like?
Oh, it doesn't make any difference.
That's true. They cost me about the same. Will you answer that, please?
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Benny. Mr. Benny's residence? Yes, but he's busy at the moment. Oh, all right, I'll tell him. Thank you.
Who was it?
It was your dentist.
Any message?
Yes, he said they're ready and you can pick them up tomorrow.
Well, good. I'm glad I have a dinner date. There you are.
Thank you. Gee, Mr. Benny, I envy you. You've spent your life in such an exciting business. It makes my job seem so drab.
Why? What do you do?
Oh, I work in a bank.
That's drab?
Well, it doesn't pay very much.
Oh, that's drab.
Yes, it is. I'm just a secretary, and the only way I can get any extra money to pay for my nephew's violin lessons is by bringing in new accounts for the bank.
Oh.
And I feel that if my nephew doesn't take violin lessons, that the world may be deprived of a second Jack Benny.
The world doesn't need a second Jack. The first one ain't gonna leave.
You know, Mr. Benny, it's very difficult landing new accounts. It seems that everybody in Beverly Hills has their money in banks.
Oh, not everybody.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't have my money in a bank.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, why don't you keep your money in a bank?
Well, I probably would if I could find one that would give me the same security as I have in my home.
Oh.
You see, I have a burglar-proof vault right here in my house.
Is that so? Well, now, I'm sure that our bank could supply a vault that's just as safe as yours.
I doubt it.
Well, if we could, would you become one of my new accounts?
Well...
Oh, it would help me so much, Mr. Benny.
It would?
I would be so grateful.
How grateful?
Pretty grateful. Now, if you would give me a chance to get your account, then maybe we could go out on a date. We could go to dinner. How about it?
Well, that depends. Where are you planning to take me?
Oh, well, anywhere you want.
Well, good.
Oh, well, then you'll give me a chance to get your account?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll show you my vault. And if your bank can build a better one, you've got my account.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Benny.
Now, right this way. Excuse me, just one moment. Wait, right here. Oh, yes. It's down pretty deep. You better wear these.
What's that?
You're lucky. You're just in time to see the changing of the guard.
Mrs. Carmichael, the workmen finally finished the new vault.
Good. Mr. Benny should be here any minute.
Oh, you know, the bank has gone to great expense to build that vault. The sand hogs have been working day and night. If I'd known it was going to be so expensive, I never would have approved of it. We have just got to get Mr. Benny's account.
Now, don't worry, we will. Besides, it was my idea. I will take the responsibility. If it doesn't work, you can fire me.
Oh, I almost wish it wouldn't work. Oh, no. If it doesn't work, we'd both get fired.
Yes. Well, now, it will work if they followed my instructions. Did they dig it deep enough?
Well, it's 300 feet deep. Now, how deep was Mr. Benny's vault?
Well, I'm not sure, but before I was halfway down, I got the bends. It's very deep.
Oh.
Excuse me. Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, yes, Gladys, send him right in. Mr. Benny is on his way in.
Good. I just hope our little scheme works, because if it doesn't, we'll...
Oh, Mr. Benny. It's so good to see you again. Thank you. I'd like you to meet my boss, Mr. Theodore Mooney.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir? It's a great pleasure.
Thanks.
Well, you're just in time to see the new vault. And if you approve, and I'm sure you will, we'll need a little information about you, so I'd like to ask a few questions, if I may. It'll save time later on. All right.
All righty.
Good. Now, if you sit over here, Mrs. Carmichael,
Yeah, right
will
by
take
my
down
desk, Mr.
the information
Benny.
for you.
Thank you.
There we are, sir. Now, your full name, Mr. Benny?
Mr. Jack Benny.
Your father's name?
Mortimer.
Your mother's maiden name?
J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan?
Judith Priscilla.
Your social security number?
1.
Do you have any scars or identifying marks?
Well, yes, I have a tattoo. It was done many years ago.
What does it say?
to. In those days, sponsors were hard to get.
Oh, well, I think that's all the information we need, Mr. Benny.
Yes, now, Mr. Benny, you're going to see your vault.
And,
Hmm?
well, I hope you're going to show it to me.
Oh, yes, sir, I am.
Well, don't you think that I should go along and be sort of a chaperone?
A chaperone? I can't see any harm in being alone with Mr. Benny.
Oh, I wish you could.
Here we are.
Mr. Benny,
Yeah.
walk this way.
I always do.
Well, here you are, Mr. Benny.
Hey, it doesn't look bad. How deep are we?
We're 300 feet down.
Well, that might be safe.
It's also smog-free.
Well,
Stop! Don't step down there.
why not?
Landmines blow you to bits. You see, it's not going to be easy to get to your vault. Follow me. Now, Mr. Benny, nobody can get past this.
Now, why not?
Well, look what happens when I break the electric beam. Now, you see, Mr. Benny, nobody will ever be able to get to your money.
Including me. Not that I ever intend to take any out, you know, but I like to go in and fondle it once in a while.
Well, sir, we have taken care of that. We have a switch that disconnects the guillotine. There it is. You can proceed now.
Ladies first.
All right. Now, Mr. Benny, I'd like to show you something very special. This is guaranteed safeguard against burglars.
That?
Yeah.
This is a wooden door. A termite could get through it.
Well, it's a decoy.
A decoy?
Yeah, stand up against it and see what happens.
That's cute.
Cute? Weren't you frightened of them?
When you've been with Custer, nothing frightening.
Okay, come on.
Cheddar-kawana-kawi.
No, Chattakawanakawi.
Yes, Cheddar-kawana-kawi.
All right, yes, Chattakawanakawi. Boy. Oh, the nerve of them. You know what they wanted?
Time and a half for overtime.
That's right. How did you know?
I'm their agent.
Oh.
Frankly, if you expect me to keep my money here, you have to make a vault safer than this.
Oh, well, now, Mr. Benny, let's keep going. The best is yet to come.
I hope so.
Now, this water, right here, this water will stop anybody.
Well, how deep is it? Is
About
it very
a foot
deep?
and a half.
Well, how will that stop a crook from wading across?
May I show you?
Yeah.
fish.
Ron a fish? God, what a picnic they'd have with Jackie Gleason. You know, by the time he could say, and away we go, he'd be gone.
That's right. We can guarantee that no crook will be able to get past this.
Oh, yeah? All a crook has to do is take that door off its hinges and use it for a bridge.
That's a very clever idea. Why don't you try that?
All right. Hi, Irving.
Irving?
His mother works for me.
Oh, boy.
Now, how am I going to get to the vault?
Well, I'll show you, Mr. Benny. Now, follow me. Come on. There.
Hey, that's clever. There's rocks in the water.
They're not rocks, Mr. Benny. They're snapping turtles. Okay, fellas, beat it. Now, there is your vault door. And I defy any crook to get it open.
But supposing some crook is smart enough to get it open, then all my money would be stolen.
Yeah, but they have to get to the vault first.
Well, what's going to stop them?
Well, follow me, sir, and I will show you. May I have your hand? Truck to get all your money.
Send 3.
Oh.
Oh, boy, this quicksand is the cleverest idea I've ever heard.
I'm glad you like it. You know, I think it's even better than your shark-filled moat.
And cheaper. You don't have to feed them.
That's true. Then it's a deal?
It is a deal.
Oh, I'm so glad. In a minute. I'm trying on my new dress.
How does it look?
You'll see. How do you like it?
Oh, Lucy, it's scrumptious. You'll be the belle of the ball.
Really?
Every woman in that place will stare at you, Lucy.
Never mind the women. How about the men?
When the men see you in that dress, it'll take their breath away.
Well, I hope not. If this gets me a man, I want one that's still breathing.
And here's the stole I promised to lend you.
Oh, it's lovely. Why, it's genuine mink. This must have cost a fortune. How could you afford this?
Oh, well, I didn't buy it alone. 6 of us chipped in, and we each get to use it 1 day a week.
Oh. What does it do on the 7th day? Rest?
Yes, and boy, does it need it.
Well, I'm certainly lucky that your day is Saturday.
No, my day is Tuesday. I switched with Mildred.
Oh, Mildred's day is Saturday.
No, her day is Wednesday. But Mildred switched with Roselle, whose day is Thursday. And Roselle switched with Irving.
Irving?
Irving's a bachelor. He uses it for date bait.
Oh, baby, if you could only talk. You're sure you're going to be able to get this for me for Saturday?
Oh, sure, but I have to get it over to Ella for tomorrow. But Ella has a date with Irving, so that saves us a day. But don't worry, honey. You'll get it by Saturday night.
Oh, well, okay. I really want to thank you, Mary Jane. And I guess I should also thank Mildred and Roselle and Ella and Irving. I feel like I just won an Academy Award.
Well, if they give an award at that affair for the most beautiful girl. You'll win it.
Oh, I don't know about that. But I do want to look nice because there's going to be a lot of very eligible bachelors there,
yeah,
you know.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the banquet for, Lucy?
Well, it's the 50th anniversary of the founding of the bank. And the guest of honor will be the president of the entire organization, Mr. Cornelius Hetherington, Jr.
Oh, the name even sounds rich.
Oh, he is. He's worth millions. He has 2 yachts. He has homes all over the world. New York, Paris, Hawaii.
Well, is he married?
No.
That's what I call an eligible bachelor.
Well, he's also 80 years old.
Well, you can't have everything.
Well, I could use another man in my life, but I'd prefer a little more life in my man. I'm going to get this off. I don't want to get it wrinkled.
Yeah, well, I have to rush this over to Edith.
Edith? Who's Edith?
Oh, she's the 6th owner, and she's got a heavy date tonight.
You know something? I envy that mink. It's dead, and it goes out more than I do.
Now, you'd better remind the musicians that we expect them to be there at 7:30. The dinner starts promptly at 8.
Yes, sir.
Be sure and check with the florist, too.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want you to follow through on every single detail. This is a very important affair. I don't want anything to go wrong.
Now, don't you worry. Just leave everything to me.
That's what worries me.
Nothing will go wrong, Mr. Mooney.
Well, I certainly hope not.
You know, I'm so excited about this banquet. I spent 2 weeks' salary on a new gown.
Mrs. Mooney spent 3 weeks' salary on a new gown.
I didn't know she worked.
My salary. Yeah, she bought herself one of these new evening gowns with a mini skirt.
Oh, how does she look?
Grotesque.
Well, Mr. Mooney, you can't blame her for wanting to wear the latest styles.
True, but mini skirts are not for her.
No.
No, she's much too bow-legged. If they ever straightened her legs out, she'd be 7 feet tall.
Well, is there anything else that you want me to take care of, sir?
No, I think that covers everything.
Oh, by the way, while you were out, the manager of the banquet hall called regarding the color scheme of the decoration.
Oh, yes?
And I told him to do everything in gold and green.
Gold and green?
Yes, sir.
That sounds like a peculiar combination. Huh?
But very appropriate. You see, I picked gold because it's the bank's golden anniversary, and I picked green because it's every banker's favorite color.
Mrs. Carmichael, that is entirely too obvious.
Obvious?
Yes, it's almost poor taste. Now, you get in touch with the banquet hall and have those colors changed to pink and purple.
Pink and purple, yuck!
Pink and purple happen to be my old school colors. Now get in touch with them and have those colors changed.
Yes, sir.
please.
Yes.
Mooney?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Mooney, an emergency has come up, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to give up your lunch hour.
That's quite all right, sir. Anything to help out, sir?
Well, I was scheduled to pick up Mr. Hetherington at the airport. However, a crisis has arisen, and I have called a meeting in my office immediately with all the important vice presidents.
I'll be right in, sir.
Not you. You go to the airport. Oh, and Mooney, you better bring your secretary along, too. Mr. Hetherington might want to dictate some letters on his way from the airport.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Mooney, there's one thing
Yes,
more.
sir. Yes, sir.
I want you to decorate the banquet hall in Mr. Hetherington's favorite school colors, gold and green.
Well, I have already ordered those colors, sir.
Really? Well, that was a lucky guess.
Oh, it wasn't a guess, sir. When I'm given an assignment, I check things thoroughly. Nothing gets past me, sir.
Well, good thinking, Mooney.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Say one word. Just one word, you're fired.
Gee, Mr. Mooney, I think an airport's the most exciting place in the whole world. It's always filled with people, and each person is here for a different reason. Do you ever think of that? Now, look. That couple has probably just been married, and they're going on their honeymoon. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, and look, see this lady right here? I think she's a grandmother. She's going to go visit her grandchildren. See? Look at that man. Probably a businessman. Or maybe a diplomat going to a foreign country with a secret mission. There's a father and son. Now, I wonder what their story is. Where can that man be taking his little boy?
Now you know, nosy.
Flight number 234, now arriving from Honolulu at gate 10.
Is that
Oh,
it?
that's it. That's Mr.
Oh,
Hetherington's
really?
plate.
I'm so excited. Is my hair combed? Do I look all right?
Oh, yes, you
How's
look
my
fine.
lipstick? Is my
Fine.
lipstick on straight?
Yes, you look perfect.
I want to make a good impression on Mr. Hetherington.
Look, he's just going to dictate to you, not propose.
Well, I've never met a millionaire before. I just want to look my best.
Well, millionaires, not just like anybody else. You just treat them like normal human beings.
Yeah, I know. But...
That's it. That's it. Hello, Mr. Hetherington. Mr. Hetherington, sir.
Mr. Mooney, I know I'm president of the bank, but a slight bow from the waist would have been sufficient.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir, but I tripped.
I'm afraid it was all my fault.
And who is this charming young lady?
Oh, this is my secretary, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, how do you do, sir? Happy to
The
know you.
pleasure is all mine.
Thank
You have excellent taste in secretaries, Mooney.
Thank you, sir. I trust you had a pleasant flight, sir.
Oh, fine. I chartered the whole plane.
The whole plane?
Yep, that way I get the 3 stewardesses all for myself. It's the only way to fly. Well, come on, let's go now. May I?
Oh.
On your feet, boy, on your feet.
Mr. Mooney, would you bring my bag, please?
Carmichael, what happened?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll be all right.
Oh, good. Where's Mr. Mooney?
Oh, he stepped out for a moment. He ought to be... Oh, there he is.
Oh, Mooney, did you pick up Mr. Hetherington at the airport?
Oh, yes, sir.
Did you get him back to his hotel?
Yes, sir, and he's very happy with his accommodations, sir.
Well, good. Let us hope that he will be as happy with the lady you have selected for him to escort to the banquet tonight.
The lady?
Yes.
But you didn't say anything about a lady, sir.
Well, I didn't think it was necessary. You said that when you were given an assignment, you checked things thoroughly. And if you had, you would have known that Mr. Hetherington never attends a social function unless he escorts a lady.
Well, sir, I didn't think that a man of his age would be interested in the opposite sex.
Mooney, he is old, not dead. Now, I expect you to provide a lady for him.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult, sir. I'm quite sure one of our charming female employees would be happy to go with him. Wouldn't you, Mrs. Carmichael?
Me?
Yes, you. And give me one good reason why not.
I don't like it.
Oh, that's a good reason.
Mrs. Carmichael is too young and attractive.
That's true.
We can't have the president of the bank seem like a playboy, eh?
Oh, you're quite right, sir. No.
We've got to have someone closer to his own age. Someone refined and wealthy and dignified, in keeping with his position.
Well, I'll do my best, sir. I promise you.
I don't want promises. I want results.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Chief. Yes, sir. Oh, results. Oh, we better do something fast or we're in trouble.
Oh, yes, we are. What do you mean, we?
If anything happens to me, your job is none too secure, you know. Now, do you know a refined, dignified, wealthy old lady?
If I did, I'd have her adopt me.
Mrs. Carmichael, I want help, not jokes.
Well, I'd help you if I could. It's not my fault. I'm too young.
Yes, it is. You are late for everything. You were even born late.
If I were an old lady, I'd be very honored to go with Mr. Hetherington.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Mooney, what are you thinking? If you're thinking what I think you're thinking, then I don't think I like what you're thinking.
All we need is a little gray hair and a makeup job.
Oh, Mr. Mooney! Now you're not going to send me on a date with that Don Juan of the Stone Age?
You will make a lovely little old lady.
But I can't.
You can and you will.
I spent 2 whole weeks' salary on a beautiful new dress. And now I'm not going to get to wear it. That's not being fair.
All right, all right. I'll be fair. I'll give you a choice.
All right.
Either you'll be an old lady or you'll be an unemployed lady.
Well, Cheever, how do I look, eh?
Splendid, sir. Splendid. You know, you're in wonderful condition for a man of your age.
What do you mean, a man my age? Why, I'm in better shape than you are. Look at you. You look like a paunchy penguin. Hey, where's Mooney and my date?
Oh, well, they'll be along later, sir.
Tell me, what kind of a gal is she? Is she pretty? Does she have a good figure?
Well, I don't know. I haven't met her. However, if Mr. Mooney selected her, sir, you may rest assured that she is refined, dignified, honest, friendly, wholesome, and trustworthy.
What's she getting me, a date or a Boy Scout?
Oh, I'm sure you'll like the one that he has to... Oh, here they are. Come in, come in. Mooney, you're late.
Oh, well, sir,
And you're alone.
Oh, no, sir. No. Yeah. Come on. Come on. She's a little shy, sir. Mrs. Abigail Vandermeer, may I present Mr. Harrison Cheever?
How do you do?
I'm very pleased to meet you.
And your escort for the evening, Mr. Cornelius Hetherington, Jr.
Hello, Junior.
The pleasure is all mine. Do come in, please. Yes, sir. Won't you sit down?
Sir, it's getting late. Don't you think we had best leave for the banquet?
Yeah, let's...
No rush. No rush. The banquet can wait. First, I think we ought to get better acquainted.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
I said we, not you.
Yes, we'll see you later, Mooney.
You too.
Oh, but I...
Go on, get, the both of you. Skedaddle. Hey, we're not there. Start without us. Now that we're alone, we can get on with it.
Get on with what? What did you have in mind, Junior?
Now we can get to know each other better.
Oh. How much better?
First, tell me, is your name Miss Vandermeer or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Oh.
I'm a widow.
Oh! Tell me, are you rich?
Filthy.
Were you born rich or did you marry money?
Neither. My husband, Harvey, was a Texan. He was born poor and he died poor.
Well, then how did you get your money?
When we was digging Harvey's grave, we struck oil.
My, what a wonderful way to go.
Yep, Harvey went happy. Greasy but happy.
You want to know a little secret?
I still insist that was no way to treat the president of a bank.
Well, maybe not, but it was the only way to treat a wolf.
How much of a wolf could he be? He's over 80.
That's the worst kind. He's had all those years of experience.
Oh, it couldn't have been that bad.
You haven't spent an evening being Yahoo!
Nevertheless, you had no right to let him go to that banquet alone. Fortunately, he hasn't complained.
Yeah, well, I'm complaining. I spent 2 weeks' salary on a beautiful new dress, and I didn't even get to wear it.
Well, that is...
Mr. Mooney's office. Yes, Gladys? Mr. Hetherington's on his way in to see Mr. Mooney. Thank you, Gladys.
What does he want? I hope he isn't mad. What would he want to see me for?
I don't know what
Oh,
he
I
wants
hope there's
to
no
see you
trouble.
about.
You never know what... Oh! Mr. Hetherington's there.
Mooney, why can't you learn to just bow from the waist?
I'm terribly sorry. Won't you sit down?
No, thanks, no, thanks. I just dropped in to say goodbye.
Oh, you're leaving.
Yep, but I'll be back in a couple of months, and I want you to get the same date for me.
The same date?
Yep. She was a real swinger.
Well, I'll do my best, sir.
Yeah, well, thanks again. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye.
Mrs. Carmichael?
Yes, sir?
You make the swingin'est little old lady I can hardly wait.
Are you ready to order?
Oh, not yet. I'm waiting for some friends.
Okay.
Oh, Daddy.
Hi, Lucy.
Where's Mary Jane?
Oh, she couldn't make it. Things are very hectic at the studio.
Oh, you know, we've been very busy at the bank.
What'll it be, girls?
Oh, what do you have, Daddy?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I'm on a diet.
Me too.
Lucy, you don't have to lose weight.
I'm not dieting to lose weight. I'm dieting to save money.
I thought you were going to ask Mr. Mooney for a $5 raise.
I did ask him, but I didn't get it. You know that he turned me down for a measly $5 raise, but it's all right for him to squander $75 on film for his camera.
Gee, this is fascinating. Would somebody like to order something?
What do you want, Dorothy?
Well, I have a cup of tea.
And?
That's it.
And I'll have a bowl of hot water.
A bowl of hot water? Did you come here to eat or take a bath?
And Dottie, you'd like some extra lemon with your tea, wouldn't you?
Oh, some extra lemon with my tea.
1 tea, extra lemon, a bowl of hot water. Anything else? Diamond Jane Brady?
No, that'll be all. Boy, I don't like her attitude. If she keeps that up, I'm not coming in here to eat anymore. What are those? What do you got there?
Pick pictures of entries in the contest.
What contest?
The Robert Goulet look-alike contest.
Robert Goulet look-alike contest?
Yeah, the studio's having a contest to promote his new picture, The Long Ride of Marshall Burke. And they're giving $5,000 to the man who looks most like Robert Goulet.
Oh, boy, $5,000.
Here we are. Tea, extra lemon, a bowl of hot water. Eat hearty.
Oh, she's too much, isn't she? Sorry, forgive me. I forget to cover it. There we are.
Congratulations. You're winning the war on poverty.
Well, we all have to do our bit. Listen, Dottie. Those look-alike contests, are they ever on the level?
Of course. What makes you think they're not?
Well, I once entered an Elizabeth Taylor look-alike contest, and I never even heard from them.
You expected to win an Elizabeth Taylor look-alike contest?
Oh, of course not. I'm too tall.
Mrs. Carmichael, you take longer to eat lunch than Henry VIII.
I had to do a little shopping,
Please, please, no excuses. Will you get to work? We have a lot to do.
Yes,
please,
sir. Yes.
please.
Ma'am, I wonder if you can help me.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
I'd like to apply for a loan. My name is Chuck Willis, and,
Oh. Well, I thought you were... Your name is Chuck Willis?
Something wrong with that name?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir, I love it. I love it. You want to apply for a loan? Well, right over here. See this gentleman right here. Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney, this gentleman would like to apply for a loan. This is Mr. Willis.
Mr. Willis? I have a small trucking business. Very small, just got one truck, which needs some work. Take about $200 to fix it up, and I'd like to borrow the money.
Well, do you have any collateral, Mr. Willis?
Well, only my truck. Here's the registration slip.
That. Mr. Willis, this truck is 21 years old.
Well, that's why it needs fixing.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Willis. I'm sorry. This junk happens to be some of the most expensive photographic equipment money can buy.
Okay.
Is Willis here yet?
Yes, he's inside getting into his costume.
Costume?
Yeah, I borrowed a Western outfit for him.
Just to take a picture?
Yes. Now, all the other contestants are sending in plain headshots, you know. But Robert Goulet is playing a marshal in the picture, so we photographed Chuck as a Western marshal. Now, that is showmanship.
I must admit, Mrs. Carmichael, you are thinking.
Thank you.
Which is more than you do in the bank.
Why do you always have to add that?
That's true.
Good heavens. Look at this.
What? Who's that?
It's Robert Goulet.
Oh.
And he's in his Western outfit for the picture, see? Now, when I get through with Chuck, he's going to look exactly like that. I have all the makeup right here. See? Grease paint, rouge, eyeshadow, eyebrow pencil, mascara, everything.
Wouldn't plastic surgery be simple?
Well, here's our marshal now.
Just give me the name of your tailor.
Gee, it does look a little snug.
I got a tattoo that's looser.
Well, I can't understand it. I got a size 38.
I'm a size 42.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Sit down, Chuck.
Sit in these pants? You gotta be kidding me.
Well, come on now. You gotta sit down while I put the makeup on you.
Makeup? Oh, no, you're not putting any of that guck on me.
Now, I have to make you up to look like Robert Goulet in the picture. Now, if you want to win the $5,000, sit down.
Well, okay, but I never figured I'd have to put on makeup to get my truck fixed.
Now then, take off your hat.
I can't. My arms don't bend.
Oh, all right. There. Now I'm going to have to give you some real bushy eyebrows. Because Mr. Goulet is wearing very bushy eyebrows in this picture, and all Western marshals, you know, always have those big bushy eyebrows.
Is it always this painful?
No. Hold still. Yeah. Now I'm going to put some eyeshadow up here because I want you to look, close your eyes, and relax your face. I want you to look real weather-beaten.
I could have done
What's that?
Haven't you ever seen a horse before?
That's a horse?
Well, now, what did you expect for $3, man? A war? Come on, Chuck. What's taking him so long? You sure you got the right flashbulb?
Well, of course.
Come on, Chuck, hurry up.
Hurrying in this outfit would be suicide. What's that?
That is a horse. You are a marshal. You gotta have a horse. Now, come on, leap into the saddle.
Not with these pants on.
Come on now, Chuck. We gotta have you up there so we can take the picture. Come on.
Forget it. There's no way to get up in that hammock.
All right, Mr. Mooney, don't just stand there. Come on, help him up.
Oh, all right. Well, now, let's see.
Grab my leg.
Your leg. All righty.
Your leg up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Up and over.
Forget it. I told you it's impossible.
Now, Chuck, nothing is impossible. Now, you gotta get up there so we can take the picture. Now, come on.
Let's see, if I, well, maybe...
No, do the same way. Come here.
I'll bet they didn't have this much trouble making Gone with the Wind.
Here, Dobbin.
All right, now, one
Here,
more.
Dobbin.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Get your legs over there.
Okay, how's that?
How could anything stuffed with hay be this hard?
All right, Mr. Mooney, are you ready? Come on.
Oh, I'm ready. I was
you sure
all
you
set
got the
in
right
other
flash
room.
bulb and everything? Now, Chuck,
Let's
Chuck,
see.
I want you to sit up straight and look off into the sunset. Chuck, the sunset's over there. Don't look like an Indian. Put your hand back there. Look off there and get that special look that Western marshals have, you know? All right, now, Chuck, smile.
Smile about what?
Smile.
Oh,
that was a good one. That was a beauty.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes, I had everything. Yes, it was all
All
set.
right, all right.
Yeah.
Now you can get
Good.
down, Chuck.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Help him down. Give me the camera.
Oh, be careful with
I
that.
will.
Be careful.
I will.
Be careful. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go.
Oh. Now, you sure you got a good one, Mr. Mooney?
Oh, it was perfect.
Oh, I want to tell you, Chuck, that's $5,000 in the bag. Isn't that great? You'll be able to get rid of your old broken-down truck.
Well, right now, that old broken-down truck is in better shape than I am.
Oh, boy, $5,000. I sure hope we won.
Well, if I do say so myself, that was one of the best pictures I've ever taken.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope you had the right lens for tight pants.
Well, you know, the contest is over at 6 o'clock today, and Dorothy promised to come right over here and tell us who won.
Well, whatever happens, I sure appreciate all the trouble you went to for me.
Well, it was a pleasure, Chuck. Oh, I hope that's Dorothy.
$5,000. Oh.
Hi, Dottie.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh, boy, have we been waiting for you.
Yeah, well, I got here as soon as I could. Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Hello.
Mr. Goulet, what are you doing here?
Aha, you see? What did I tell you? That is not Mr. Goulet.
It isn't?
No, it isn't.
Then who is it?
Oh, I think you probably know his name.
How would I know his name?
Well, now, who won the contest?
Arthur Finster.
Arthur Finster?
Arthur Finster? Who's Arthur Finster?
Well, he won first prize. Melvin Koppel was second and Irving Schwartz third. Oh, but it's too bad he didn't enter the contest. Well, I'm sure Mr. Goulet would have picked him as the winner.
But he did enter.
He did?
Yes, he did. I told you those contests were fake. You know, Chuck, tomorrow we're going over there and see that Mr. Robert Goulet.
What for?
Because I'm not going to let him get away with this. I let Elizabeth Taylor get away with it, but never again.
How did Elizabeth Taylor get into that?
Yeah, well.
There's nothing wrong in being sentimental if the one you love is sweet and strong and gentle. Put pride aside and tell me that you love me, and maybe a tear will show that I love you.
Catchy.
I'm glad
You
you
really
like
write it yourself, Mr. Goulet?
Yes, I wrote it myself.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Mr. Goulet's office. Oh, okay. They want you on the set in 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll go in and change.
Okay.
Mr. Goulet, the photo lab sent this over.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. If things get really grim around here, I can always get a good laugh from this. Can you imagine some nut sending this into the contest?
You know, it does look a little like you.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. That's the worst thing that's been said about me since I forgot the words to the Star-Spangled Banner.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Goulet. But ever since we had that contest, everybody looks like you. Don't forget, I had to look at thousands of Goulets. I had to look at tall Goulets, short Goulets, fat Goulets, thin Goulets, brunette Goulets, blonde Goulets, bald Goulets, French Goulets, Italian Goulets, German Goulets, Hungarian Goulets, Japanese Goulets. Well, but I've only got 2 more visits to my psychiatrist left.
Well, that's fine. Just relax. Take it easy and sit down.
Oh, dear. I've got to have quiet. Oh. I'm glad you like it. May I help you?
Chuck, come in here. There it is.
Chuck?
Now that proves that you entered the contest.
Oh, Toledo. No wonder I never won.
Never mind that. There's something crooked going on around here, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Look, Mrs. Carmichael, I've had enough, and I don't want any more trouble.
But we've got trouble, and they gave it to us, and we're going to give it back.
No, you give it back. I'll wait for you outside in the hall.
Oh, Chuck. I would like to see Mr. Goulet, please.
So would I. So would I.
Yes, Miss Earl?
Is that you, Mr. Goulet?
Well, now, of course it's me. Who are you expecting, Arthur Finster?
Aha! So they know each other, then it was fixed.
Whoever you are, you better come out here.
Now, what's going on, Miss Earl?
That is what I would like to know, Mr. Goulet.
And who are you?
Never mind who I am. Come with me. Come. What have you got to say about him?
I must be hitting too many high notes.
Mr. Goulet?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Chuck.
Yeah?
Come on in here. Now, we're going into Mr. Goulet's office, and we're going to find out about this. Now, go on, get in there.
Don't leave me! I'm cracking up. I don't want to be out here alone.
What's the matter with you?
I'm sick. Mr. Goulet?
No, I'm Chuck.
Oh, no.
What happened? What happened?
It's wonderful.
What? What's wonderful?
Mr. Goulet just hired me as his double.
What?
And I'm getting a salary I never heard of in my whole life. Hey, you know, that Goulet's sure a nice guy. He's a lousy actor, but a nice guy. You'll like him.
I like him.
Oh, yeah, he wants to have you out for lunch tomorrow to thank you for getting us together.
Me? Lunch with Mr. Goulet?
Yeah.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
How about that? I'm in show business.
Oh, see, did you hear that? I'm going to have lunch with Robert Goulet.
That's nice.
Oh, my hair.
What's the matter with
I got to do my hair. And what'll I wear? Where will we
wear
go?
something sharp.
What do we have? Champagne, I bet, huh? Champagne and caviar. Champagne and...
Mr. Goulet?
Chuck?
Now I'm Arthur Finster.
But we've got to find it. We've got to keep looking, keep looking. How about you? Have you? Oh, my. Have you? No, you haven't. All right. Anything over here? No, you haven't. This is outrageous. Never before in my entire career of banking has anything like this ever happened to me. It's inconceivable. It's preposterous. We are short 48 cents. But we are going to find it. And here, this staff, we are going to get our books balanced before the bank examiners get here tomorrow if we have to work all night.
All night?
Even longer if need be.
Oh, gee, Mr. Mooney, we might still be here when the bank opens in the morning.
Good! That might be a way to get you here on time. All right, now, I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this.
Gee whiz, Mr. Mooney, why don't you just tell the bank examiners that we're 48 cents short?
I, Theodore J. Mooney, admit to a bank examiner that I made a mistake? Never! I'd sooner commit Harry with that cheap letter opener you gave me for Christmas. Now get to work, get to work, get to work.
Gosh. don't know why he just doesn't let the bank examiners find it. That's what they get paid for.
Lucy, get to work. The sooner we find it, the sooner we can go home.
Yeah, go home, go home. Be here all night looking for 48 cents. Vonda, doesn't Joan's hair look frightful tonight?
Just terrible. I've always
Don't
said that.
gossip. Count. Hey, Joan, it won't be long now. I slipped 48 cents of my own money in Vonda's till.
Lucy, that's terrible. That's not what...
Mooney? Oh, yes, sir. Well, have you found it yet? No, sir, but we're working on it. Working on it. Mooney, I have been very disappointed in you lately. Now, there is no excuse for these constant errors.
I found it. The 48 cents is right here in this box.
Nice work, Vonda. Now we all get home in time for breakfast.
Well done, Miss Wilson. Well, it's lucky for you they found it. Oh.
I found it!
You found what? I found my ballpoint pen. Oh, thank you, Henry. I've been looking all over.
No, I don't mean your pen, Mrs. Carmichael. I found the missing 48 cents.
It's too late, Henry. We already found that.
Hold it! Well, this is very interesting, Mr. Mooney. Now, let's all keep working. Maybe we can find it again. Mooney, what kind of a bookkeeping system are you running here?
Well, I'm sure this slight mistake can be rectified.
The only mistake that can be rectified is you. First you're under, then you're even, and then you're over. And now that I think of it, you're out.
Out?
Through.
Through?
Fired.
Oh, Mr. Cheever, you shouldn't fire Mr. Mooney. It was all my fault. There was such a little bit missing that I took the money out of my own purse and put it in the till.
There, you see, sir, that explains it.
Mrs. Carmichael, do you really expect me to believe that an accredited member of this bank would dare to do such a ridiculous thing?
Oh, she would!
Honest, I did, Mr. Cheever. Everybody was so upset, I just wanted to help in my own little way.
Well, I'll say one thing for you, Mooney. You certainly have a loyal secretary. She's willing to lose her job in order to save yours.
Well, sir.
And you are just the type that would take advantage of this poor child.
Oh, please, Mr. Cheever, you've got to believe me.
Oh, yes, you've got to believe her.
Out!
Oh, please, Mr. Mooney, don't go. He doesn't mean it. I'll straighten it all out. Oh, Mr. Cheever, you've got to believe me. It was all my fault.
How rare these days to find such loyalty. So loyal.
Please, Mr. Cheever. It was my fault. Mr. Mooney?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, good afternoon. I wasn't sure what kind of a welcome I was going to get. I want you to know I'm terribly sorry for what I did, Mr. Mooney.
Please, Mrs. Carmichael, let's forget it. What's done is done. I learned a long time ago that when life strikes one a crushing blow, one must look toward the horizon, think of tomorrow, and not blame others for their misfortunes.
Oh, what a wonderful philosophy.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
But it isn't my philosophy! If it hadn't been for your underhanded tricks, I wouldn't be in this mess. I wouldn't.
Mr. Mooney, take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Carmichael. Please pardon that outburst. I really am trying to behave in a more mature manner. After all, you have to take the bad with the good.
That's right, sir. That's right. Oh. Tell me, how did Mrs. Mooney take the news?
Even in one's darkest hour, there can be a ray of sunshine. She packed up and went home to Mother. Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, you don't know what it's like to wake up in the morning and face rejection, unemployment, with time hanging heavily on your hands.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Mooney, you only got fired last night.
To me, it's been 1,000 years. I'm ruined.
Oh,
Just
no,
ruined,
you're not. You're not ruined.
I am ruined forever.
That's not so, Mr. Mooney. Now, you could get an executive position in lots of things. Manufacturing, insurance, or real estate.
Theodore J. Mooney in any business other than banking? Never!
No.
Banking is in my blood.
No.
I live, eat, sleep, banking. Oh, how I'll miss the intoxicating aroma of newly printed money. The thrill of seeing a frozen asset thaw.
Yeah, there's nothing more thrilling than a frozen asset. Well, now, look, you cheer up, Mr. Mooney. Everything's going to work out all right.
Oh, please, Mrs. Carmichael. No.
Yes, it is.
No. Just leave me alone with my scrapbook.
Your scrapbook?
Mumsy started it for me. I was just a little tot.
Oh, this looks very interesting. What's this?
That is the first poem I ever wrote.
Oh.
Yes, I was in the 3rd grade. Even then, I thought about banking.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We're taking your house, your loan's overdue.
Oh, I had such a bright future.
Yes.
Well, even in college, they voted me the man most likely to foreclose. Oh, that was my first little puppy.
Oh, your first little puppy.
Yes, I called her Escrow. Oh, well, that's all behind me now. I have nothing left but memories.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, you're going to have plenty more memories. I'm going to make Mr. Cheever give you your job back. I'm going to tell him how wrong he is.
Please, Mrs. Carmichael, get off my side. With your help, I could lose my pension.
Now, Mr. Mooney, it was my fault, and I'm going to get your job back.
Oh, no,
Yes,
please.
I am. Don't worry about a thing.
Please. Oh, what have I done?
Lucy, I wish you'd stop worrying about Mr. Mooney. You've done all you possibly can do.
Oh, well, what burns me up is old Cheever won't even listen to me. He's moved into our office. He's taking over all of Mr. Mooney's work until he can find a replacement. And I've got to stop him before he does that.
Well, you've got to try to forget about it. Now, let's see what's on television. What movies are playing?
Mary Jane, I'm going to get Mr. Mooney's job back. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it.
Well, lots of luck. Oh, hey, Gaslight's on. I never saw Gaslight.
That's a good picture.
Oh, what's it about?
What?
What's it about?
Oh, let's see. Charles Boyer tries to convince Ingrid Bergman that she's seeing things that aren't there and isn't seeing things that are there.
You mean he plays tricks on her?
Yeah. He tries to get her to do the dipsy doodle.
The dipsy doodle?
Yeah, you know, flip her wig.
Oh.
Hey! That's what I'm going to do to Mr. Cheever.
Make him flip his wig?
Yeah. I'm going to get him to crack up. And I'll get Mr. Mooney to help me, and we'll give Cheever the gaslight treatment. Let's watch the picture. Maybe I'll get some pointers.
Lucy, are you worried about what you're doing?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, boy.
morning, Mrs. Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Cheever. Oh, didn't you sleep well last night, Mr. Cheever?
Sleep well? Like a baby. Why?
Oh, I just thought you looked a little pale, a little peaked around the edges.
Me? No. I assure you I feel fine.
Oh, good. I brought you a little something to brighten up your desk.
Well, that's delightful. Thank you, Mrs. Carmichael.
You're very welcome. Oh, Mr. Cheever, does that picture look a little crooked to you?
Crooked? No, it looks quite all right.
I just thought it looked a little screegied there. Something wrong, Mr. Cheever?
I thought I just lit a cigarette.
Oh, I didn't see you smoking, sir.
Oh.
Mr. Cheever, take a good look at that picture again. Don't you think it tilts to the left?
No, George looks all right. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, would you please bring me the Montgomery file?
Yes, sir. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. This is the Bradshaw file. I asked you for the Montgomery file.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir, but you asked for the Bradshaw file.
I know what I asked you for, Mrs. Carmichael. I said the Montgomery file.
Well, sir, you might have thought you said Montgomery, but it came out Bradshaw.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive, sir. Would you sign this letter, please, Mr. Cheever?
Oh,
Thank you. Oh, you forgot to sign it, sir.
I just signed it.
Then why isn't your name there?
But I'm positive I signed it.
So you might have thought you did, but you didn't.
Mrs. Carmichael, I don't know what's the matter with me.
Oh?
My signature, the Montgomery file, my cigarette. It's gone again.
Gone again?
Yes. But never mind about it, but, you said that I looked peaked.
Well, yes, but it's probably just the strain of overwork. After all, in addition to all your own work, you've taken on all of Mr. Mooney's.
Yes. Yeah, well, that might be it.
But then, on the other hand, of course, it could be a guilt complex.
A guilt complex?
Yes, sir. For firing Mr. Mooney. Deep down, you're probably very sorry you did that. And it's just getting you all confused and upset.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
And on that subject, take a letter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, miss?
Oh, just put it over there, boy. Some supplies I ordered, Mr. Cheever.
Yes, so now this letter will go to the Executive Placement Bureau. And it certainly shouldn't be hard to fill the shoes of that incompetent nincompoop Mooney. Gentlemen, pursuant to our conversation, I wish you would kindly
Sign this, miss.
There you are, boy.
Kindly send over some applicants for the position of... Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
Did that delivery boy look like Mooney to you?
No, sir.
Well, you look like Mooney to me.
Well, that's a guilt complex for you. It'll do it every time.
Well, read back what I just dictated.
Yes, sir. Dear Mother, I am very upset and worried. We had this very nice vice president, and in a fit of anger, I unreasonably...
Stop! I said that.
Yes, sir.
But I couldn't have.
There it is. Dear Mother, dip, curve, loop, straight line, dip, squiggle, squiggle.
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, I don't know what's come over me.
Excuse me, sir, I have to sharpen my pencil. There we are. I'm ready now.
Mrs. Carmichael, that man, did he look like Mooney to you?
What man?
That man.
Oh, that man. No. What would Mr. Mooney be doing in a full-dress suit?
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, I don't feel too well.
Well, sir, I think you'd feel much better if you just rest your eyes for about half an hour.
Oh?
How would you like me to put a nice cold compress over them?
Oh, well, that would be very
Now,
nice.
you just swing around here.
Oh, thanks.
Relax.
Oh.
Lay back. That's it.
Yeah.
Nice cold compress.
What's that for?
That's to keep out all the distracting noises.
Thank you, yes.
Nice cold compress.
Oh.
Just make a new man of you. In half an hour, you'll feel wonderful.
Well, thank you, Miss Carmichael.
Okay. Half hour's up. Compress off.
What? Half an hour already?
Oh, yes. It's been a good 30 minutes. Are you feeling better?
Well, that can't be. What, the whole room is changed. Mrs. Carmichael, you've changed.
I've changed.
You turned into a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Well, yes, and that plant, it's turned into a tree. Mooney has turned into the father of our country.
Symptoms, Mr. Cheever, all guilt complex symptoms.
Oh, Sonny, oh, Sonny,
Good morning, Mrs. Colucci.
Buongiorno, bambino.
And how's Mr. Colucci and all the little bambines?
Oh, just a fine. Yes.
Oh, my pills. I've got to get my pills.
Mrs. Carmichael, if this works, I promise you a $10 a week raise.
A $10 raise?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mooney. Thank you.
Sir. Oh, see. Hey, don't make it the goo-goo eyes. I'm a married woman. Please, no pinch of the cheek. You pinch with the cheek, I punch with the nose. I'm insulted. I leave.
As you say, it's a guilt complex. It's the only explanation.
Yes, Mr. Cheever.
Get Mooney on the phone and tell him to come back here before I go completely haywire.
Yes, Mr. Cheever. Now.
You called, sir? How did he get here so fast?
So fast? Well, you asked me to call him an hour ago.
An hour ago? Oh, Mooney, you got your job back. And Mrs. Carmichael, if anybody wants me, I've gone away.
You're going away?
Yeah, far, far away.
Please, Mrs. Carmichael, please, forgive my familiarity.
That's
Oh,
all
you
right.
were just magnificent. It was a stroke of genius.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, I shall be forever indebted to you.
Oh, now forget it. I'm more than happy getting that $10 a week raise.
What $10?
The one you just promised me.
I promised you a $10 raise?
Yes, you did.
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, come on now. You may be able to work that gaslight stuff with Mr. Cheever, but don't try to pull it on me.
Mr. Mooney, you know very well you just promised me a $10 a week raise when you came in here as Mrs. Colucci, the cleaning woman.
Me, a cleaning woman?
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, it must be your imagination.
No, it's not my
Or
imagination.
maybe you have a guilt complex for getting me fired.
No, I have no guilt complex.
It must be
I want my
something.
$10 raise.
You're not
I want
going
my
to get a
$10
$10
raise.
raise.
I want my $10 raise.
No raise. No raise.
I want my $10 raise.
Oh, Lucy, that was so good. It was so nice of you to invite me for breakfast, but you didn't have to go to all this bother.
Oh, what bother. Everything's frozen. The orange juice, my pancakes, your waffle, even the sausages. All I had to do was heat them up.
Yeah, it's a wonderful age we live in. Any food you want, you can get frozen.
Yeah, but it does have its drawbacks. Last week I ate a little too fast. Instead of getting heartburn, I got frostbite. Uh-oh, I mustn't forget to water that plant.
Oh, hey.
What?
I never saw that plant before.
Oh, well, it's not mine. It belongs to Mrs. Stevens. I'm taking care of it for her for a few days. She's going out of town, you know.
Yes, I know. I'm keeping her dog.
Oh?
Yeah, he's a cute little thing. He's such good company.
Well, that may be, but the plant is housebroken.
So's the dog. He gets to the morning paper before I do. Hey, I forgot. I picked up your mail.
Oh, thank you, Mary Jane.
Here it is.
Oh, dear. Occupant. Nothing but junk mail. Oh, it makes me so mad. It's a waste of time reading this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and they spend so much money, and they're always advertising things you don't want. You know,
Yeah.
things you couldn't possibly use in your home.
Like last week, I got a free trial offer for 1,000,000 earthworms. Now, what would I do with 1,000,000 earthworms?
What would you do with 500,000 earthworms?
Oh, Mary.
Oh, you made such a mess.
Oh, darn.
Oh, Lucy.
What?
Oh, look what you did.
Oh, don't tell me I tore up a check. A bill, yes, but not a check.
No, it isn't a bill or a check. It's a personal letter.
How can you tell?
It's handwritten. It says, "Coming to Viz."
Coming to Viz? Coming to Viz? Somebody's coming to Viz me.
But who is it?
We gotta find out who it is.
Well, say that one.
Oh, here's a piece.
Yeah. What's it say?
It says, "Ill arrived too."
Oh, well, that means someone will arrive at 2 o'clock.
No, the word two is spelled with a capital T-U. That must mean Tuesday. It can't mean Thursday.
And today is Tuesday.
That means whoever's coming is coming today.
Oh.
We gotta find out who it
Here,
is.
save this one.
Here's a piece.
What's it say?
7:30 p. That means they're coming at 7:30 today.
Tonight. Oh, that's good. At least you won't have to take off work to meet whoever it is.
Oh, now that you mention it, I better get to work or Mr. Mooney will kill me.
Get to work, Lucy. Where's your curiosity? How can you leave this unsolved riddle?
Who's leaving it? I'm taking it with me. Mr. Mooney will just kill me if I'm late again today.
I knew it.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, you knew what?
But sooner or later, you'd wind up cutting out paper dolls.
Oh, this. Well, there's a very good reason for this.
I know. You're a little early, but Happy New Year.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, no.
Now, does that have anything to do with bank business?
No, sir.
Then get rid of it. Did you finish filing those reports?
No, sir. I'll do it right now, sir.
No, you won't. I have to dictate some letters. Come.
Yes,
Hurry up. Now, you can finish filing tonight.
Yes, sir.
The first letter goes to Andrew and Gaines. Gentlemen, regarding your letter of the 31st,
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Now what?
I just remembered I can't work overtime tonight. I'm expecting a visitor.
Oh, a relative?
Well...
A friend? What's her name?
I don't know.
You're expecting a visitor? You don't know her name?
Well, come to think of it, I don't even know if it's a her.
Oh, it's a him.
I don't know.
You don't know! Mrs. Carmichael, it's got to be a him or a her. That's all there is.
Well, it could be an it.
If you don't mind, shall we continue?
Sir.
Where were we?
Well, I was just telling you why I couldn't work overtime tonight.
I don't mean that. I mean in the dictation.
Oh, the 31st.
31st.
Excuse me. Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, no, Mary Jane. No, I still don't know who the letter's from. Well, I haven't found any more clues. No, well, I had to stop looking because you know who came in. Well...
Mrs.
Oh, Mr. Mooney. You scared me half out of my wits.
Oh, don't ever give me an opening like that. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, remember, this is a bank, not a missing persons bureau. Come on. I would like to get just one letter finished before the bank retires me.
Yes, sir.
All right, Andrew and Gaines, gentlemen, regarding your letter of the 31st.
Yeah, oh.
We...
Goodbye, Mary Jane. Hello? Oh, it's you again, Mary Jane. No, I still don't know who's coming to visit me. I haven't the faintest idea who it is. Well, I never found all the pieces of the letter. Yeah, I just got home. Well, I had to work late. I know it's past 8 o'clock. Look, even if Mr. Mooney let me off early, I wouldn't know whether to meet a bus, a plane, a train, or a dog sled. Anyway, anyone who wrote me the letter knows my address. Yeah, the doorbell. Someone at the door. Yeah, if it's my guest, I'll let you know. Coming! Aunt Agatha!
Well, Lucille, I'm glad you recognized me. Why didn't you meet me at the airport?
Oh, then you're it.
What do you mean I'm it?
Well, I got your letter, but I tore it up.
You tore it up?
Yeah, well, it was an accident. It was a big mix-up. What did your letter say?
I was coming to town for a short visit.
Oh, how short?
A month or two.
Oh, wonderful. How come you're not staying with Cousin Clara like you usually do?
Because Clara is a hypocrite. She only likes me for my money.
Oh.
You know, I'm seriously thinking of cutting her out of my will. Well, never mind about Cousin Clara. It's been years since we've seen one another. Let me take a good look at you, Lucille. Turn around. You look terrible. Thank goodness I'm not too late. I'll have you feeling better in no time.
But I feel fine.
No, you only think you feel fine. I can tell by the way you look, you're a wreck. And it's no wonder. You don't eat properly, you don't live properly, you don't even breathe properly. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is get some fresh air in here.
Oh, Aunt Agatha, I wouldn't open the windows if I were you. The nights out here in California are very chilly.
Oh, nonsense. Just look at all that fresh air out there.
I can't see it. The smog gets in the way.
Well, it's better than the stale air in here.
Oh,
And another thing, Lucille. What? I'm going to see to it that you eat properly.
Oh, really, Aunt Agatha? I eat fine. I have a very healthy appetite. What's all that?
That's health foods. We have carrot juice, blackstrap molasses, wheat germ, yogurt, potted papayas, powdered pollen, herb tea, and cod liver oil.
You sell that stuff?
I eat it.
You eat it?
Certainly. What do you think makes me look the way I do?
I wondered about that. I mean, you sure look great.
Well, certainly I do. And in a few weeks' time, with fresh air and proper food, I'll have you looking just as good as I do.
Oh, that'll be nice.
I'm going to get some sensible clothes on you, too.
What do you mean, sensible clothes?
Well, get out of those high heels. They're very bad for your arches. And look at that skirt. Cover your knees. Do you want rheumatism?
Oh, I don't want rheumatism.
From now on, I'm going to see that you're clothed properly.
Well, now, Aunt Agatha.
No, don't thank me. I'm glad to do it. Here, get settled. Where do I sleep?
Oh, well, in my bedroom, I have twin beds.
You mean I share a room? Oh, Cousin Clara always gave me a room to myself.
Well, on second thought, you can have the bedroom and I'll sleep on the sofa.
You mean you'll have the television set instead of me?
Oh, well, no. I'll move the TV set into your room, and if I want to watch television, I'll just come in and watch it with you.
I won't have any privacy?
Well, look, you can have the television set and the bedroom all to yourself, and if I want to watch TV, I'll go up and watch in my friend's apartment.
And leave me here all alone?
Oh, don't worry, Aunt Agatha. We'll work something out. Come on, I'll show you your room.
Well, that will have to go.
What?
That.
It's just a plant.
Just a plant. It's a tropical monster. Do you realize how much oxygen this thing uses up? And the dirt in the pot is a breeding ground for germs. No wonder you look terrible. This will have to go immediately.
Well, now, I'd like to do as you say, Aunt Agatha, but that plant doesn't belong to me. I'm keeping it for a neighbor.
Oh. Well, then I'll have to spray it to get rid of the germs. That'll do it. Come on.
Oh, excuse me. The bedroom's right in there. Hello. Oh, hello, Mary Jane. I can't talk to you now. I got ants in my plants.
All right, Lucy, time to get up. Rise and shine. Let's not sleep our lives away. Hit the deck. Up and at 'em. Come on, sleepyhead. Get up, Lucille. Lucille. Lucille.
Oh, I'm having a nightmare. Oh, it's you. Where am I? What time is it?
But it's 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock? I didn't go to work. I missed the whole day.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning? Oh, well, I always sleep until 7.
Not anymore, you don't. You're going to take some exercises. Come on, Lucille. Come on, stand up on your feet.
What?
Exercises are good for people.
Exercises?
Earlier the better. Stand up there. All right, chest out, chin up, straighten up. Now, I think we better start with breathing. Take a deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Why aren't you inhaling?
I can't. My lungs are still asleep.
I know just what will wake them up. Indian clubs. Swinging the clubs all over the place. They give you charm, they give you grace. Now watch this. Strong body, strong mind. Throw the clubs and you'll unwind. See how simple that is? Now you try it, Lucille. Come along, dear. One in each hand. That's right. Stand up. That's right. Now, in tempo. Da, 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 dee. You're in worse shape than I thought.
Well, I need my rest, Aunt Agatha.
Oh, no, you don't. You need to have your blood circulating. Now, stand up. Straighten up there. Chest out. Now, we're going to do a lovely bending exercise. Watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend down and touch the floor. Do it with me, Lucille. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend down and touch the floor. 1, 2. Stay awake. Now, we're going to do our running exercise.
Running?
We're going to do the equivalent of 1 mile. Now,
1 mile?
Okay, 2 miles. Left, straight. Come on, left, straight. Left, straight. Higher. And away we go. You talk about tired blood, you haven't got any at all.
Aunt Agatha, I get pooped out at work. Don't poop me out before I go in to get pooped out.
Exercise is invigorating. You'll put in a better day at the office. Now stand up, Lucille. Straighten up here. Straighten up. Chin up. Now, we're going to do our trunk twist. It's very good for the waist. Now, watch this. You raise the arms to shoulder height, and then you thrust. Oh. Sorry about that.
I think it's a little too much for the first morning. Let me break it gradually.
Younger generation can't take it.
Well, I admit it. Maybe I'll feel better after I make us some breakfast.
I've already had mine.
Oh, I hope you found the bacon and eggs.
I found them. I threw them out.
You threw them out?
They're pure poison. I made you a good, healthy breakfast. Come along. Come on, Lucille. You're going to enjoy this. Sit down. That's it. There. What's that? Well, that's wheat germ, soybeans, yogurt, blackstrap molasses, and a nice glass of lukewarm cod liver oil. Open your mouth and swallow it down. You'll be the healthiest girl in town.
I don't want to be that healthy.
Oh, yes. No, Lucille. Come on, Bottoms up. Come on, Lucille. That's a good girl all the way. That's it, Lucille. There. Now. There.
That's good. Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good heavens, they've grounded Mary Poppins.
Sorry about all this, but it's my Aunt Agatha's idea. She's the visitor I told you about yesterday. She's come to stay with me.
And she made you dress like that?
Yeah, and that's not all. She's a health nut. She makes me eat all kinds of crazy foods and wakes me up at 5 in the morning and makes me do exercises.
She sounds impossible.
Yeah, and I have to sleep on the sofa, and she took my bedroom.
She sounds obnoxious.
The only reason I put up with her is because she's very rich.
She sounds charming.
Well, she's not. All she's done since she arrived is boss me around. She just orders me every place. I've never seen anybody as bossy as she is. Well, she's even worse than you.
Mrs. Carmichael, let me give you a word of advice.
try to tolerate your aunt's eccentricities?
Well, I don't know if I can. She's nuts.
Mrs. Carmichael, when you are poor, you are nuts. When you are rich, you're eccentric.
Oh, boy, is she eccentric.
Well, let's try and get some work done, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Would you bring me the file on the Wilson account, please?
Yes, sir.
Lucille? Lucille?
Oh, Aunt Agatha, what are you doing here?
Well, when you left this morning, you forgot the lunch I prepared for you.
I know. Sorry.
Now, this will keep your strength up through the day. There's an organic salad in there with sunflower seeds and a freshly ground pollen burger.
Oh, goody. Aunt Agatha, this is my boss, Mr. Mooney.
How do you do, madam?
Just shake it. Don't get germs on it. Now, remember, Lucille, you're to eat your luncheon at exactly 12:30. We're going to have dinner precisely at 6:15. You're not to have any sweets or soft drinks in between. And you're to give her a 10-minute exercise break at exactly 4 o'clock. Now, Lucille, are you sure this is your boss?
Yes, why?
Well, he looks kind of shifty-eyed to be working in a bank.
Madam, I assure you I am as honest as
Maybe so, but I have a motto. Never trust a fat banker.
Do you still think she's charming?
Yes, she has all the charm of a clogged-up drain.
In a few weeks, we'll have the healthiest wastebasket in town. I don't object to her eating all those health foods, but why does she have to force me to eat them? I'm a steak and potatoes girl.
Then that's what you should eat.
I can't. She threw them all out.
And buy some more. After all, it's your home.
You're right.
Of course I'm right. You assert yourself immediately and nip this female Cossack in the bud. Now, you cooked yourself a steak tonight.
I'll do it.
Good.
Oh, and Mr. Mooney, will you do me a favor?
What?
Will you come home with me tonight just to give me moral support?
I'd love to, but I have to take my wife to a rummage sale.
Again? You took her to a rummage sale last week.
Yes, but nobody bought her.
Vaporizers. They're to moisten the air so that every breath we breathe will be invigorating and healthy.
Yeah, well, I don't like the idea of them, see? I want to talk to you about something, Aunt Agatha.
We'll talk after dinner.
Yeah, well, that's another thing I want to talk to you about.
Not now. Dinner's waiting. And wait till you see the delicious menu I've prepared for you tonight. We have safflower oil with sesame seed salad, ground bone meal, and a seaweed souffle.
Well, I hope you enjoy it, because I am having a steak.
You're having what?
A steak. And tomorrow night, I'm having chops. And the night after that, I'm having breaded veal cutlet.
How dare you contaminate my refrigerator with that junk?
Your refrigerator? That is my refrigerator. And it is my apartment, and I will eat what my tummy wants. And those icky things and that.
I never had this trouble when I stayed with Cousin Clara.
Well, then why don't you go stay with Cousin Clara?
I'm thinking of cutting her out of my will.
I got a suggestion for you. Leave her in and cut me out.
Why, Lucille, you leave me speechless.
Well, it's about time somebody did. Look, just because you have money doesn't mean that you can run everybody's life.
Nobody in the family has ever talked to me like this.
Well, I'm doing it. Now, I don't need anybody to tell me what I'm going to eat, and I'm not going to wear these crummy clothes either. What do you think of that?
I like it.
I don't care if you don't like it. I think it's about time somebody told you that you can... You like it?
Yep, you've got spunk, you've got backbone. I only wish I had some money so I could leave it to you.
What did you say?
Lucille, I have a confession to make. I'm a fraud.
A fraud?
I'm not rich. The only way I manage to live is by mooching off my relatives. If they knew I wasn't rich, they wouldn't let me stay with them. It's as simple as that. Lucille, I've been very lonely ever since your Uncle Ned passed on. I bought a cat to keep me company, but after 2 weeks, she ran away. Well, she didn't run away from me. She ran away with a tomcat. I couldn't blame her. She was lonely, too. The only company I ever had was when the kids came around for trick-or-treat on Halloween. And it was always so cold out there in the Midwest. And I don't know, but the more alone you are, the colder you feel. So I took to playing the rich widow. I came out here, visited my relatives in California. I wasn't lonesome anymore, and I was a darn sight warmer. And I got no complaints. It was fun while it lasted.
Where are you going?
To pack my things and leave.
What do you mean, leave?
Well, now that you know I don't have any money, you won't want me around.
Oh, you're wrong, Auntie. Now I do want you around. But on one condition, that you live your life and I live mine. You eat what you want to eat, and I eat what I want.
Okay, I'll have steak and potatoes.
Steak and potatoes? But now what about your health foods?
That was just to keep my relatives healthy so I'd have someplace to go.
Let's have some steak and potatoes. Come on.
Oh, I just love Saturday. Isn't it great, all this fresh air and sunshine? It's so refreshing and invigorating.
Yeah, well, I wish I could share some of your girlish enthusiasm with my feet.
Oh, forget about your feet. Enjoy this lovely little stroll.
Little stroll? Stanley didn't hike this far to find Livingston.
All right, you sit down, rest your feet, and I'll go get some refreshments.
Oh,
huh?
I'm for that.
Okay.
I am for that. Ooh. Oh. Sir, pardon me, sir. Sir, you're asleep on my back. Sir. Sir, I'm terribly sorry, but you fell asleep on my back.
I'm terribly sorry.
That's all right. I hope you found me comfortable.
Exceedingly so. It was like sleeping on a cloud. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
To me, every day is a beautiful day.
Oh?
Each morning I wake up and I come here and bask in the sunlight on my favorite bench.
Oh. Where do you live?
3 benches down.
Well, if this is your favorite bench, why do you live down there?
Well, if I lived here, I wouldn't have any place to go.
I see. Are you unemployed?
Oh, no.
No.
I'm out of work.
What's the difference?
Oh, if you're unemployed, you get insurance. Mine ran out a long, long time ago.
Oh. Well, what do you do when you do what you do?
Well, you name it, I've done it. Well, however, I have learned that earning a living gets in the way of living. It used to be that I'd work for a little while, save a few dollars, then I'd retire and enjoy it.
Well, now, I must say I like your philosophy.
But it's not that easy anymore.
Oh?
When I seek employment these days, the call seems to be for younger men.
Yeah, well, I think they carry that accent on youth too far. You certainly look like you're capable of doing a good day's work.
Thank you.
You speak very well, and you have a very nice personality.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm enjoying talking to you, Mr.
Snowden. Charles P.
How do you do, Mr. Snowden? I'm Lucy Carmichael.
How do you do? You know, you have a wonderful gift.
What's that?
You make a person feel like a person.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, Here comes my friend. Hi. Hi, Mary Jane. I'd like you to meet Mr. Charles P. Snowden.
Oh, how do you do?
Mary Jane Lewis.
Well, if I'd known we were going to have company, I'd have bought 3 ice creams.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about me.
Excuse me.
It's all right if we go right ahead. Is that okay?
Of course, of course.
Oh, Mary Jane, how could you do such a thing?
What?
You got strawberry.
What's the matter with strawberry?
You know it always makes me break out in a rash.
Since when?
Mr. Snowden, do me a favor. You eat it.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Well, too bad, because I guess I'll just have to throw it away. With my luck, a policeman will probably come along and arrest me.
In that case. Just to keep you from having a prison record. I don't believe in giving ice cream a chance to melt. Thank you. It certainly hit the spot.
Yeah, and I have an idea that spot hasn't been hit very much lately. The truth now, Mr. Snowden, when was the last time you had a decent meal?
Well, Oliver, what day's today?
You are coming home with me, and I'm going to fix you a good home-cooked meal.
I accept.
Good.
But you hardly know me. You're taking an awful chance.
So are you. You don't know her cooking.
Mary Jane, come on, Mr. Snowden.
As I said, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Mrs. Carmichael, that dinner was très magnifique.
Thank you.
And that pie. You know, I'd almost forgotten what homemade pie tastes like.
Well, keep trying to remember, because I got that at the supermarket. Come in. Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Carmichael.
Hello.
Something important came up. I want to talk to you
Oh,
about.
excuse me. This is Mr. Snowden. This is my boss, Mr. Mooney.
How do you do?
Very happy to meet you.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Snowden's looking for a job. Perhaps you have something for him at the bank?
Oh?
Well, he does almost anything. You name it, and he's probably done it. We just met this morning. He was sleeping on a park bench, and...
On the park bench?
Yes. And
Well, I don't think we have any room at the bank for another Barney Baruch. Nothing personal, you understand, but business is business.
That's quite all right. I do understand perfectly.
Good. Speaking of business now, I'd like to get right at this, Mrs. Carmichael. I have a very important report here that I want you to type up right away.
But, sir, it is Saturday. It's my day off.
Good. That'll give you more time to concentrate.
Oh, could you excuse me for a few minutes?
No.
But I have to see the manager of this building before he leaves. Maybe he has a job for Mr. Snowden. I'll be right back. Come on, Mr. Snowden.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Mooney.
Naturally.
Come on, Mr. Snowden.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Miss Goody Two-Shoes just stepped out to seek employment for a park bum.
Did you meet him?
I had the dubious honor.
Well, he may not be just a park bum.
What do you mean?
Listen to this story in today's newspaper. Godfrey Collingwood, eccentric millionaire whose hobby is giving away money for acts of kindness, is reported in this area. And look, I think this picture looks very much like Mr. Snowden. The noted industrialist poses as a poor man in search of employment and then rewards whoever helps him with a cash gift of $20,000.
$20,000?
Yes. And doesn't that look like Mr. Snowden?
Not the slightest resemblance.
I thought the profile
Profiles can be deceptive. Sideways, I am often mistaken for Richard Burton. Of course, front face, it's Rock Hudson. Believe me, Snowden and this millionaire don't look a bit alike.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right.
Oh, I wouldn't mention this to Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, why not?
Oh, well, why get the dear girl's hopes up?
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Well, okay, you tell Lucy I'll see her later.
Do you mind if I keep this? I haven't read Peanuts today.
Sure, Mr. Mooney. I'll see you.
Yes, ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Park bum, indeed. Oh, you rascal, you. 20,000 lovely smackers buy a lot of cracker jackers, and I feel it landing in my lap. Plop, plop.
Come on, Mr. Snowden. Better luck next time.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's right.
No job, eh?
No openings.
No opening. Oh, the saddest words in the world to a man of ambition and worth.
That's right.
But take heart, Mr. Snowden. Take heart. I think I can find a place for you in our bank.
Oh, really, Mr. Mooney?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I assure you, your kindness will be most appreciated.
Good. Oh, I have a splendid idea.
What's that?
I insist that you come home with me and be my house guest.
Your house guest?
Yes.
Oh.
The thought of this poor man spending another night on a park bench would trouble my conscience so much I wouldn't sleep a wink.
I am overwhelmed. But are you sure I wouldn't be imposing?
Mooney Manor is at your disposal.
Mr. Mooney, in my time, I have met some great gentlemen, but none to exceed your kindness.
Oh, I'm so glad you think so.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, this is a wonderful thing you're doing. You are really a good Samaritan.
Tut, really. Oh, is that your luggage, Mr.
Yes.
Jones? Please, allow me.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, Mr. Snowden.
Perhaps I have sat on my last park bench.
I hope so.
And to think I owe it all to you.
To me? Yeah, this way, Mr. Snowden. Yes.
Goodbye, Mr. Snowden.
Be very careful now.
Goodbye.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir?
It was very thoughtless of me to ask you to do that typing on a Saturday. Do it tomorrow.
Oh, gee, thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Quite all right.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Tomorrow's Sunday.
Bravo! You know the days of the week.
Oh, hi.
Hey, where's Mr. Snowden?
Mr. Snowden?
Uh-huh.
You know, I've been thinking.
What?
We sometimes misjudge the people we see every day. We see only their faults. Then when they do something nice, we act surprised.
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Mooney.
Well, I asked you about Mr. Snowden.
I'm getting to that. You're not going to believe this, but Mr. Mooney is giving Mr. Snowden a job at the bank.
Isn't that wonderful?
Isn't that hard to believe? And he even insisted on Mr. Snowden going home with him as his house guest.
His house guest?
Didn't want him out of his sight. Just wanted to do everything he could for him.
Oh-ho.
Oh-ho. Do you give English subtitles with that?
Lucy, you've been had.
What are you talking about?
Where's that newspaper?
What newspaper?
Oh, I forgot. I gave it to Mr. Mooney. Listen, while you were out, I came down here with the newspaper. And in it is a picture of an eccentric millionaire, a Mr. Godfrey Collingwood.
Yeah?
Well, it says he poses as a poor man and he gives away $20,000 to any person who is kind to him.
So?
So I said I thought the picture looked like Mr. Snowden.
My Mr. Snowden?
Yes. But when I showed it to Mr. Mooney, he said he thought there was no resemblance at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh-ho! from the clutches of that no-good Good Samaritan. I'll see you later.
That is delightful.
It is true, Mr. Mooney, it is true. Clothes do make the man. I feel like a millionaire.
I'll bet you do.
Done so much for me, I just don't know what to say.
Don't say a thing, my friend. Just enjoy my sincere hospitality.
This is a magnificent cigar.
Yes, it's imported, made especially for me. So are those cashmere socks.
Oh, they're wonderful. Just like walking on soap bubbles.
So, why don't you come over here, sit down, make yourself comfortable, and relax?
Thank you.
Yes. Back. Relax. That's better. That's much better. Now, let me see. Upsy-daisy. Yes. Good. Now we're comfy, aren't we? Well, I'll be back in a jiffy with a libation.
This is too much, Mr. Mooney. I am not used to such luxury.
Of course you're not.
Mrs. Carmichael. This is a very pleasant surprise.
Thank you. Let me see your profile. If you didn't have such a cute nose, you'd be a millionaire.
What do you mean?
Read this.
After Collingwood extremely agreed to be in city, $20,000 for an act of kindness.
Mr. Snowden, you are not that eccentric millionaire, are you?
Mrs. Carmichael, I wouldn't know what $20,000 looked like.
That's what I thought.
But I don't understand. What's this all got to do with me?
Well, now look, Mr. Mooney saw that, and he thinks that you...
Well, now, wait a minute. Mr. Mooney thinks that I...
Yes, and that accounts for his sincere hospitality.
Oh, for pity's sake. Well, I can't believe that.
Well, now, look, I know him better than you do, and when Mooney smells money, he turns from Simon Legree into Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
When he finds out that I am not who he thinks I am, well, he's going to be, yes, he will. I'm getting out of here.
No, you're not. Now, you stay right here and pretend like I was never here.
But that was accepting all this under false pretenses.
What kind of pretenses do you think he's using? Now, he promised to give you a job.
And I want a job,
and
but
I'm going to see that you get that job. You just stay here, forget that I was here, and live it up.
Live it up. Live it up. Live it up.
Here we are. Wine. A little sherry to help make us merry. Oh, Mr. Snowden, you're not relaxing. Really, now, settle back. There, that's it.
I know. Upsy-daisy.
Good, that's right. Now then, this is my private stock. I only drink it on special occasions, when I'm thirsty.
You've got quite a sense of humor, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, yes, I have been blessed. Humor, hospitality, generosity seem to go hand in hand. I haven't toasted you yet.
Oh, so you haven't?
No.
Let's start over again.
All righty, there you are, sir. To the bluebird of happiness, may she lay her golden eggs on all who are deserving.
You, Mr. Mooney.
Speaking of birds, here comes a cuckoo.
I thought you'd be around here. That's why I came in through the patio.
Mrs. Carmichael, how nice of you to drop by.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed every moment of your visit. I'm so sorry you have to leave.
But I have some very important news for Mr. Snowden. I spoke to Mr. Griggs, the owner of the apartment house, and he has a marvelous job for you.
Has he?
Yes.
Mrs. Carmichael, remember, the Good Samaritan has already stepped in. I have offered him a job.
Oh, but Mr. Griggs is going to give him a very good salary.
What makes you think that I won't give him a good salary?
Well, for one thing, my salary. Mr. Griggs is willing to pay him $200 a week.
Oh, that chicken feed. I'll give him $250.
Mr. Griggs is willing to put it in writing.
Well, so am I. I'll even embroider it if you like. I'll give him a contract right now.
Is $250 a week all right with you, Mr. Snowden?
With that kind of money, I can buy my own park bench.
Here you are, Mr. Snowden. All signed. Nice promotion, eh? From bench to bank.
Mr. Mooney, I just don't know how I'm going to repay you.
Oh, you'll think of something.
Hello, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, hi, Mr. Snowden. Well, how are things going?
Wonderful, wonderful. After 30 years, my accounting experience is coming right back to me.
Isn't that great? Listen, do you think that Mr. Mooney might be getting a little suspicious? No?
He's positive I'm calling Wood the millionaire.
Good.
But he's certainly getting impatient.
What do you mean?
His little hints.
Like what?
Yesterday, he asked me if I could think of a nice $20,000 birthday present for his wife.
Oh, no. How subtle can you get? Oh, I don't...
So long, Mrs. Carmichael.
Bye-bye. Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, hi, Mary Jane. Yeah, I got time to talk. What? Oh, well, so far, so good. Yeah, well, I've got to admit I'm getting a little worried.
Where is that carrot-top nincompoop?
I'm being paged.
You tricked me!
What are you talking about?
I just heard the millionaire Godfrey Collingwood interviewed on my car radio, and it was coming live from New York.
Why are you mad at me? I can't even get Pomona on my car radio.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
you do.
I do
you
not.
do. Yes, you do. I thought that Snowden fellow was Collingwood, and it's all your fault.
My fault? I never said he was.
You don't try to weasel out of this.
I'm not.
I met him in your apartment.
What's that got to do with
Don't
it?
worry, I'll take care of you later. But first, I'm going to throw that imposter out on his ear.
Now, you can't do that. You signed his contract yourself.
So what? I'll swear in court that my word isn't worth a tinker's damn. That imposter is through.
Oh.
Mooney, I want to talk to you about this man, Snowden.
Oh, well, sir, I was about to come to you.
You have pulled some boo-boos in your day, but this Snowden...
Yes, sir. Now, I
This
realize
man,
that...
Snowden has made up for all your mistakes.
Well, I regret the entire incident, sir.
Hold it, boss. I think you're ahead.
What that man has done in 1 week is fantastic. Mooney, he is a genius.
A genius?
Yes. He has come up with a shortcut in our bookkeeping procedures that'll save this bank thousands of dollars a month. Oh, Mooney, where in the world did you discover this wonderful man?
In my apartment.
That had nothing to do with it. It was I who immediately recognized this man's talent and worth.
Well, I never thought the day would come when I would say it, but... Good show, Mooney.
Oh, damn. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
When one is good and kind and does something for his fellow man, he's rewarded.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Virtue is its own reward. And if one ever strays from that objective, he always gets his just deserts.
What happened? Mr. Mooney was just served his dessert. Mr. Mooney!
In here. In here.
Oh, there you are. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael. I want to thank you for giving up your weekend to come over here and help me catch up on my work.
Well, it's a pleasure, and I think you're being very fair paying me time and a half.
Better than that, you are getting portal-to-portal pay.
Portal-to-portal pay? What does that mean?
That means that your pay begins from the time you leave home.
Oh,
And when did you leave home?
when I was 16.
I mean this morning.
Oh, I left about 8 o'clock. I wanted to do some window shopping. Mr. Mooney, do you think I'd look good in a miniskirt?
Yes, I do. It would go with your mini mind. Hey, Mrs. Carmichael, let's get to work, shall we?
Okay.
First, I want to dictate an inter-office memo here.
All right.
Before we start, would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, I wouldn't want to bother your wife.
Oh, well, she isn't here.
Oh.
No, she's away at one of those reducing farms.
Oh, they're marvelous places. Has she lost any weight?
20 pounds.
20 pounds, that's wonderful.
Wonderful? That's just one chin. Well, I'll go and make the tea.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, let me make it.
Oh, well, now, do you know where everything is?
Sure, I've been out there lots of times.
Fine.
Ow!
What happened?
Oh, I just fell over that silly thing.
Are you all right?
Oh, I think so.
Well, let me help you out.
Well,
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, it's just a little...
No, don't move. Oh, we can't take any chances. I'll call my doctor.
Oh, now, I don't think that's necessary.
You let me be the judge of that. You be quiet. Don't move. Hello, Doctor? Mooney, it's been an emergency. My slipper tear affected in cell. My secretary slipped and fell, Doctor. What? Well, just a moment ago. I'll ask her. How do you feel?
Well, I'm somewhat bruised, but otherwise I'm not hurt.
Oh, she hurt her somewhat and bruised her otherwise. Will you hurry over, Doctor, at my house? All right, I'll tell her, yes. All right, Doctor, hurry up. Now, he said to sit quiet until he gets here, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be very quiet. You mustn't look. Don't move now. You be quiet. Just relax.
Hi, Lucy. Oh, hi. Come on in.
Oh, Lucy, what a beautiful room.
How about
you got.
this? Look.
And a view.
Yep.
And your own television.
Yeah, what'd you bring me?
Oh, a box of candy.
Thank you.
Gee, Lucy, I've been awful worried about you.
Well, you can stop worrying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
There isn't.
No. Hey!
If there's nothing wrong with you, I get first pick.
Well, may I have one piece?
First, I bought it for you.
Kidding, silly.
Lucy,
What?
if there's nothing wrong with you, how come you're in the hospital?
I'm here for diagnostic analysis.
Diagnostic analysis, what does that mean?
It means the doctor needs the money. Yeah, they took all kinds of x-rays and tests and found out that there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to leave today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure out the bill, and they're going to bring me my release. That always takes such a long time.
Yes, in hospitals today, it takes them longer to figure out the bill than to figure out the disease. Boy, that bill must be a whopper, huh?
Well, I don't have to worry about it. Mr. Mooney said that the bank was going to take care of that.
Really?
Yeah, you know, he's been very nice. He sent me those roses.
Oh, aren't they
Aren't they beautiful? And look, the bank sent these. Look.
Oh, isn't that nice? What kind of a settlement are they making?
Settlement.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a perfect lawsuit, you know. You fell in Mr. Mooney's house while doing work for the bank.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
Well, it was his house. My cousin is a lawyer, and Lucy, he can help you with
Mary
this.
Jane, I don't want to get mixed up with any lawyers for such a little thing.
Little thing, my cousin wins thousands of dollars for clients who have much smaller cases than this.
Yeah, but I don't like to sue anybody.
At least go and discuss it with him.
I wouldn't even know what to discuss with him.
He'll tell you what your legal rights are. Now, please, for my sake, go see him.
Well, all right.
Good. I'll make an appointment for you.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find another one. Here you are, Mrs. Carmichael. Here's your release from the hospital.
Hello, Wallace W. Wiley, attorney at law. He's in conference. One moment, I'll buzz him.
Hello, Wallace Wiley speaking. Hello, Mary Jane. No, Mrs. Carmichael hasn't come in yet. Now, don't worry. I'll take good care of her. Look, she's in good legal hands. I intend to sue for $1 million. That's right. And I won't settle for a penny less than 1,000. Now, Mary Jane, don't worry. Don't worry. They don't call me Wiley, Wally, Wiley for nothing. Goodbye. One moment. Come in, please. Oh, that's quite all right, sir. Yes, I'm very glad you called. Oh, anytime you want my legal opinion, I'm happy to give it, sir. That's right. Yes. Oh, anytime you wish to call, please feel free to do so. Goodbye, sir. Oh, and incidentally, give my regards to Lady Bird.
Hi. Were you talking to the...
Please, that was a very confidential call.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to discuss it.
Of course.
Hotline.
Really?
Now, you are,
Lucille Carmichael, Mary Jane.
Oh, yes. Mary Jane asked me to handle your case as a favor to her.
Oh.
Well, you realize I'm a very busy man. In fact, I'm on my way now to have lunch with a Supreme Court judge.
Oh, well, I really don't want to sue anybody anyway, so let's just forget the whole thing, and I'm sorry that I troubled you.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
Well,
Justice must be done.
Oh, well, I just don't want to waste your time with such a small case.
There are no small cases, only small lawyers. Now, if you'll just sit down, we'll discuss the details, huh?
Well...
There you are. Now, as Mary Jane explained it to me... Well, I'll get the next one. Mary Jane explained to me that you were working overtime at your employer's house, is that right?
Yes.
And you tripped and you injured yourself.
Yes, that's right, but I feel fine now.
You don't feel fine now.
But I do.
Now you don't. Believe me, Mrs. Carmichael, I know much more about these things than you do. Now, this may seem like a little matter to you, but you see, actually, the pain that you feel now may recur in later years, and you should definitely be compensated legally.
But I only took a little fall.
That's the worst kind.
It is.
That's the kind of fall that we call traumatic cerebral concussion.
What does that mean?
It means you hurt your head.
Oh, well, that's not the part I fell on.
Well, you tell me in your own words exactly what happened.
All right. I was at Mr. Mooney's house, and I was taking dictation, and I just got up to make some tea, and I tripped over this ottoman, and I took a little fall.
Because Mr. Mooney pushed you.
Oh, no, he didn't push me.
Ah, see, you don't remember. It is a concussion.
I do so remember. He did not push me.
Let me ask you another question, Mrs. Carmichael. The ottoman that was in Mr. Mooney's house, does it belong to him?
Yeah, I guess.
Ah, then it was his fault. You see, we have a terrific case.
Well, I still don't feel that I should sue him.
We'll sue him for $1 million.
Oh, Mr. Mooney is my friend. I don't want to sue a friend. You know, money isn't everything, Mr. Wiley. $1 million? Maybe he did push me. Yeah, it happened so fast, I'm not sure. I really don't remember.
Ha! It was a concussion. You don't remember.
Yeah, well,
it was his ottoman. It happened at his house,
Yes.
and he is definitely guilty of contributory negligence. Now, if you will just sign this agreement, we'll start to work on the lawsuit immediately.
Yeah, well, gee, I don't know. I've been working for Mr. Mooney for a very long time, and he is my friend, and I don't think it's right to sue a friend.
Oh, I can understand how you feel, Mrs. Carmichael, and your feelings are very commendable, but we're not suing Mr. Mooney personally.
Well, this paper says we're suing him.
Mere technicality. You see, actually, you were working with Mrs. Mooney on bank's business.
Yeah.
In effect, you are suing the bank. You see, there's nothing personal about this lawsuit.
Oh, well, if there's nothing personal about it, then I'll sign it.
You made a wise decision. I'm sure that you won't regret it.
I hope not.
One small minor matter, Mrs. Carmichael.
What's that?
I am handling this case on a contingency basis, which means I get paid out of the money that you win.
Oh, that's good.
However, there are certain preliminary expenses. I'll have to have a small retainer before I begin from you.
From me?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
$1,000.
$1,000? Well, I don't have that much money.
How much do you have?
$5.
I'll take it. Get the habeas corpus drawn up. We'll have all the writs and the briefs, and in no time we'll establish the modus operandi, and we'll be all set.
Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, hi, Mary Jane. No, I haven't told Mr. Mooney yet, but I'm sure he'll understand that there's nothing personal in it. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell him as soon as he comes in. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, my, it is certainly nice having you back.
Well, thank you. It's good to be back.
By the way, did you get those flowers I sent you?
Oh, yes, and I must say they were beautiful.
For what they cost, they should be.
Mr. Mooney, I want to discuss something with you.
Now, look, Mrs. Carmichael, if you are worried about money being deducted from your salary for the days you missed, forget about it. You are being paid in full.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. But what I wanted to discuss...
I know. You want to thank me for being so thoughtful. Well, I feel that if I am fair to my employees, they in turn will be fair to me.
Oh, yes, sir. However,
Mrs. Carmichael, please, can we get to work? Will you get your book, please?
But, Mr. Mooney, I just have to tell you...
I don't want you to thank me anymore. I know I'm a nice guy. But it embarrasses me.
Yes, sir.
Here. Now, let's see, I have a letter here. The first letter goes to Burton and Irvine, 31 East 31st Street. Come in.
Mr. Mooney?
Yes, I'm Mr. Mooney.
Theodore J. Mooney?
Yes?
Here, this is for you.
What is it?
A summons.
Thank you.
A summons!
Oh, my nerve!
Mr. Mooney.
What?
Can I take my coffee break now?
No! A stupid idiot would do a thing like this.
Sorry, sir.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, I said I was trying to tell you, Mr. Mooney. I was trying to explain to you it's a lawsuit because of the accident I had in your home.
You're suing me?
Yeah, but...
Oh, you ingrate! You red-headed Benedict
McDonald.
Mr. Mooney, let me explain. I'm suing you in name only. There's nothing personal in it.
Oh.
You do understand, don't you?
Yes, I do. I hope you will understand that there's nothing personal in this either.
And what?
You're fired!
You mean I'm really fired?
Yes! You're fired! Get in! Clear out!
And then he called me an ingrate and a red-headed ex-Benedict. And then he fired me.
Good.
What's good about it?
Not only can we sue him for contributory negligence, but now we've got him for libel, slander, and defamation of character.
I've never seen Mr. Mooney so mad. I thought he was going to punch me in the nose.
Oh, I wish he had. Yeah, then we could have got him for assault and battery, too.
Mr. Wiley, I'd just like to drop the whole thing.
What?
I want my job back. I can't blame Mr. Mooney for what happened. And it's wrong of me to sue a friend.
A friend, you say? You call this fiend a friend?
Well,
a man who did you bodily harm, and then he had the unmitigated gall to fire you? A woman your age?
What?
I mean, a girl who has aged beyond her tender years because of a series of unfortunate and calamitous events. He's no friend. He's a snake in the grass.
Oh.
I will drag this viper into court, and I will prove that after you gave him the best years of your life. Those were your best, weren't they? He cast you aside like an old shoe. I will prove conclusively that as a secretary to Mr. Mooney, you were loyal.
Yes.
You were hardworking.
Yes.
You were conscientious.
Yes.
You were honest.
Yes.
Competent.
You better leave that one out.
It doesn't matter when I get into court. I'll wring that jury's heart. I will point out how this callous character cast you out into the cold, cruel world without a moment's notice. Did it bother this man that he was firing a girl who, as a result of injuries caused by his negligence, might not get another job? No, it did not.
No, it did
Was he
not.
concerned that she might go homeless and hungry? No, he was not. Did it ever enter this monster's mind that this poor innocent girl would wind up an object of charity? No, it did not.
No, it did not.
Picture this poor defenseless girl with no food, no job, no home, and no one to turn to.
We'll sue the dirty rat for every cent he's worth. I'd like to
One more question. Mr. Mooney, despite the fact that my client suffered grievous injury and spent some time in the hospital, isn't it true that upon returning to work, her first day back at work, you fired her?
Well, you see, I had
Answer yes or no.
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Very well, you may step down, Mr. Mooney. Call your next witness, Mr. Wiley.
I call Lucille Carmichael.
Will Lucille Carmichael please take the stand?
Oh, she's got to be kidding.
I object to these snide remarks.
Objection sustained. Sit down. Please, let's get on with the questioning. Bailiff, will you swear the witness in, please?
Yes. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Hold it! This I've got to hear.
Mr. Mooney, go back to your tape.
Well, do you?
I do.
Proceed, Mr. Wiley.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will ask no questions of this poor innocent victim of circumstances. Just to look at her, we can all see how much she has suffered. Just look at her.
Look at her. Just a few short weeks ago, she was a vibrant, beautiful, and healthy thing. And now, look at her. Look at her, I can't. I can't go on, Your Honor. Your witness.
Mrs. Carmichael, what is your occupation?
I am an unemployed secretary.
And where do you live?
780 Gower Street, if I haven't been evicted.
What is your age? Mrs. Carmichael, what is your age?
31.
31? You don't look 31.
Thank you, but I'm under oath, so I have to tell the truth.
Mrs. Carmichael, you are under oath. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in the opinion of this court, any lady who is willing to admit to being over 30 must be telling the truth.
She wouldn't be telling the truth if she admitted to over 40.
It's enough out of you, Mr. Mooney. Sit down. Continue, Mr. Garfield.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, isn't it possible that your alleged injuries are being magnified in your mind?
What mind?
Mr. Mooney, I am warning you. One more such outburst from you, and I will have you physically ejected from this court. Now, sit down. Please continue.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Carmichael, how long have you worked for Mr. Mooney?
3 years.
She's been in my office 3 years. She's worked 3 days.
I warned you, eject this man.
Well, then, throw him out. What do you mean, throw me out? I'm running out. Wait a minute. Here, come on.
Please, you can't do that to Mr. Mooney.
What do you mean I can't do it to him? He just insulted you again.
Well, I know, and that proves he's not mad at me.
What?
Well, he always yells at me and insults me. It's the only way I can tell he likes me. And if he still likes me, in spite of this phony lawsuit,
I object. Quiet, just one moment, Mrs. Carmichael. Did I hear you say phony lawsuit?
Well, yes, Your Honor. It's true that I tripped and hurt myself, but there's really nothing wrong with me now.
She's got a concussion. She's got a
Pray continue.
Yes, sir. I didn't want to sue you, Mr. Mooney, but when I heard I could collect $1 million, well, gee, I just got carried away. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I'm willing to drop the whole lawsuit. All I want is my old job back.
I wouldn't give you your old job back if you were the last secretary.
Please, give me another chance. Please.
Well.
Please.
All right.
Oh,
but I'm going to deduct your days in court from your salary.
That's a boy. Yeah, he still likes me. Well, that takes care of everything. Thanks a lot, everybody. I got to get back to work.
Just one moment. I will tell you when you may step down. Get back up there. Sit down. You know, Mrs. Carmichael, you are very lucky that your conscience overcame your greed before you committed perjury. Therefore, this time, I will give you only a reprimand.
Well, thank you, Your Honor.
But as for you, Mr. Wiley, approach the bench. You, sir, are a disgrace to the legal profession. Fortunately, attorneys of your ilk are few and far between. But I am warning you, sir. If you are ever again mixed up in such shenanigans as this, I personally will see to it that you are brought up on charges before the Bar Association.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, and I apologize publicly to the court, and I guarantee you my conduct will be impeccable in the future.
Very well. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, you may step down.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Your Honor.
Oh.
I really do appreciate it.
You pushed her! You are hurt. Stay down, you jerk. You pushed her. I'll sue for $1 million. You'll go to the Supreme Court. You're in pain. Just stay down there. Try to relax. Your mouth bleed a little bit. You pushed her. We'll sue for $1 million. Just stay down there.
This court